Good evening, my friends, and welcome to another episode of Natural One. I am your Dungeon Master, Bo Christian Williams, and as always, I am joined by marvelous people. How are you, marvelous people?
What he said.
That's an answer.
We've assembled. That's how I'm feeling.
There it is.
I get to really start my week off right.
Hey, there it is. Welcome again, Tiana, back to the table.
Thank you.
Playing Alcon, and great to have Aubrey back as well, playing Maya. I tried to play Maya very, very little.
Yeah, I saw some of that, or heard, rather, my...
Yeah, I think I said maybe two things the whole time.
Yeah. She was very quiet. It was amazing. I was like, wow, this is the quietest Maya's ever been.
Yeah.
I think one of which was, I am Maya.
That's right.
One of the two
That was one of the two.
Very little to say that one.
Very happy to have you back to take control of Maya. We're going to get right into these announcements so that we can blaze on through and get to more story. Yes. Hopefully we'll find Sen at some point. So first and foremost, big thanks to our sponsor, Gorgon Beer. Shh. Yes, huge thanks. We got a Wild Side over here, all the Cave Raider Blonde Box over here.
All of them.
And what do we have here?
A Hafenweisen. We have the Hafenweisen.
Just for
The QNC gods, Tiana and Thomas, heard my prayer for more hef, and they found it even though it's a seasonal thing.
I do periodically listen to what people say around me and go to Total Wine and find it.
I was thrilled. I was pulled aside to check this out.
Yes, thank you. And big thanks to Gorgon Beers for sponsoring us. They are available worldwide at grocery stores, so go get them.
Cool.
Go get them, yeah. And liquor stores if you want to overpay. Okay.
or total wine.
Or Total Wine. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's I like the bottle too. It's
It's really pretty.
It's very October-y in January, which is what I need.
January is just so gray and dull. You need that brightness.
It's
all right.
Counting down.
Merry Halloween, Smith.
Moving right along, Nord Games is also a great partner, and we have an affiliate link, which you can get !Nord Games in the chat. I'm sure someone's on top of that. Check it out. Go there via the affiliate link, and if you buy through that link, it helps us, and you get an awesome Nord Games stuff. You get the awesome Nord Games stuff at 20% off by using the code Chaotic20. Chaotic20. Which is fitting because there's only 20 chaotics.
Yes, one for each side of the die.
There it is. There it is. So do that at checkout, Chaotic20, and check them out. We will be using the Nord Games luck deck again. Yes. And I think because we had some inspiration at the very end last time, they're going to start with 2 more. 3 more. 3 more.
3.
There it is.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I think that was thanks to Duke League.
'Twas.
At the end there last time. So thank you. So we'll get to that. But we will be using the Nord Games luck deck. And if we get a raid or something, we might give some away, yeah?
Right?
That'd be nice.
Why not? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do it.
All right. And then, a very big announcement. Our friends at World Spinner, they have kickstarted a campaign for their Portrait Workshop app. And you can see Tiana over here has an example on her mug, and Aaron over here.
Turn it the other way,
You
mate.
turn it around.
This old beautiful new thing. But also, what's that in your hand, buddy?
Oh, I got one. It's one Remy the Fox. That's right.
We're all so beautiful.
Wow.
Yes.
Turn it the other way, mate.
I thought. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was on both sides.
It is not. It is not. There he is.
It was
Good
weird
old
on yours as well.
Ruckus Highborn.
We're all very
reveal.
happy for you and not the least bit jealous.
Yeah, no jealousy.
Well, the good news is that I talked to the guy about it, and at some point we'll be doing Natural One mugs.
Hey, excellent.
Yes. So it'll be most wonderful. We were talking about maybe for Rhea doing something cool with the shapeshift type of thing. Yeah. We'll see.
Where like half of her
Have
face is a
Mr.
wolf or
Poundcat.
something?
No, we were thinking images on both sides maybe, and when she like transforms to wild shape, she can turn it.
That would be really neat.
No.
That was
So
gonna be
now
like a
it's just-
holographic card. That's just like different angle, but it's like every other
That's
third is a
decide
different
which
thing.
which shift you to be in.
I mean,
Oh,
it has to be
Mr. Poundcake.
Poundcake.
Okay.
Mr. Poundcake,
Okay.
yeah, of
I kept saying Mr. Poundcake, and I'm like, well,
That's the first choice.
It's just glowing like bright with a light on the other
There it
side.
is.
Like, oh.
I really want to talk about this world spinner thing because it's very cool because we got to sit down and do the app. And I really, really appreciated the results for Remy. I got to really conceptualize him myself. I have zero art skill whatsoever. I can't draw. I can't paint. It causes me no small amount of anger. Anyhow, so being able to sit down and go through it and build my character, choose the accessories, what kind of face I want, just like I was customizing a character in a video game, and to have this as the result, it was just beautiful. It was beautiful. So thank you, World Spinner.
Yeah, I absolutely love how Andraste turned out with this.
Yeah, he was cool enough to try and specify the very specific ruckus jewel in the forehead part, and it may become a part of it. But he was cool
it
enough.
works.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
He did that specifically for Ruckus?
Yeah, he did.
That's great.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. That's very nice. Well, we'll have to see what we can do for the Natural One at some point. But big thanks to World Spinner for doing this and for partnering with us on this. You can do that. I don't know. Do we have an exclamation point in the chat for World Spinner? Yeah. Yeah. So check it out there, guys. Go have a look. Support their Kickstarter. Definitely worth it. Some good people, good artists working there.
They've hit their third stretch goal, so they have different hair things now. They have magic things, they have hair things, and I think they're working on expressions now is the fourth stretch goal.
That's awesome.
So check it out. I really want to see us get up to like tieflings.
It's got to happen. It's got to
It has to.
Come on, y'all.
Does she come in thick?
exclusively in
Oh, I'm buying
With
today.
3 C's and a QE.
I want that to be one of the toggles.
She's not fat. She's fat. As in PHAT fat.
Pretty hot and tempting.
That's right.
Wow.
All right. So go check them out, guys. Now, we triggered the boy on Saturday's D&D Call of Cthulhu stream. How was that?
Oh my god. It was off the freaking chain. We fought Arkan the Cruel as a lich version of himself, Joe Manganiello's character.
I'm
we fought
familiar.
Orcus. And then, Tiamat showed up.
Yeah.
As you do.
For funsies.
That was great. We had 2 dragons flying around and Tiamat, and it was chaotic and it was messy and it was awesome. And
Sounds it.
we won, sort of. Well, the world ended, but it ended on our terms.
With Tiamat, that's pretty much guaranteed.
That's a win.
I love when the phrase that we won ends with a question mark.
What?
Well, we won because
Town on fire.
what is his name? Vecna. Vecna showed up
Get his hand back?
Got his hand back
Yeah.
from Arkan and showed up and was like, "Hi." So everything's dying anyway. Orcus and Tiamat are gone, but what's done can't be undone. We have to send someone with memories through the time stream, and maybe someone in a different universe will survive this.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Spike likes playing with the multiverse theory. It's interesting. But I mean, the terrain was
Something he and I share.
the terrain was absolutely insane. He and Rachel killed themselves working on making it absolutely gorgeous, and it showed.
Wow. Wow,
So,
that's great.
Huge thanks
Thank
to
you,
Spike,
Spike.
and Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Nord Games, for lending us Spike. And for promoting us as well and everything. So thank you very much. But we did trigger the boy. So we're going to be giving away a Gale Force 9 deck, a spell deck, or a monster deck. One of the traveling monster type things. That's right. That's right. That is a thick box. That's a thick deck. Yeah. All right, but you must be present to win that giveaway, and it is U.S. and Canada only, excluding Quebec. Again, that is for giveaway law.
Sorry, Quebec. You know what you did.
Nobody puts Quebec in a corner.
I know where it's from now.
Hey, do you really?
Yeah, I googled it, but I didn't.
All right, well,
Dinged it.
still okay, I guess.
That was the worst tease ever.
Why would you do that?
Because why not?
I don't want to
Sitting-
watch Dirty Dancing. Yeah,
I'm sitting
I
you
don't
down,
really.
and we are going to watch
Die
all the
Hard.
80s movies.
No,
Yes.
no.
This is
Do you
what's
know I
happening.
have never seen Die Hard?
We can't talk
We
about
are
this.
not talking about it.
I said that first.
Thank you. Thank you. We are going to do a giveaway of the Gale Force 9 tonight, so stay tuned. And let's move on to the bits, guys. We
I missed
should be
this.
done. We should be past bits and into recap. So here we go. You have 4 That's right, 4 left over from last week. Yay! So we'll just go right around. 1,
you.
2, 3, and 4. And then we have the 3 from Duke Fleeg that we talked
Yes, I
about.
want to
Thank you, sir.
get to catch one. What?
That's right. 1, come back at you. 2,
Almost.
and 3.
Spiked it, honey.
So thank you very much for that, Duke Fleeg. But now we'll get on to more bits.
All of the bits.
More bits. Starting with the Hefner with 1,000 bits to the DM.
Yep.
Not surprised.
I was going to
thought
say,
so.
hold.
Sim 1.
Yeah,
Throw
no.
your dice.
As I might need it. You guys are, yeah. But you'll also need it because Ted is in some trouble.
Yeah.
And because of that, you're looking at 1,500 bits from the Hefner to you guys
Oh, yay.
to free Ted.
Thank you, Hef. We will do our best.
Wow, that was.
There it is. And there you go.
It's giant arms only let me go so far.
Thank you very much, Hef. They're gonna need it.
We're going
All
to
right.
save him.
Squeal the Bard is thrown in 500 bits to free Ted.
Hi, Ben. Thank
So, going
you.
right back in. There it is. There
caught
it
it
is.
on my
Well
shirt.
done. Thank you, Ben. Thank you very much. And Eliaho has donated 1,000 bits to make something nice with horns.
We have something nice with horns.
Yeah.
She's not
Did you get
that
one?
nice.
You just got one?
I think. No, I got
Here we go. Coming at you. Coming at you.
All right.
Coming at you. There it is. Sorry. That was a little too direct. Sorry.
Short, it's in the eye.
Oh, okay.
We definitely not taking out any frustrations. There you go. So thank you, Eliaho, for 1,000 bits to make something nice with horns, which Rhea always does, of course. We'll find out what this rhinoceros
I
does.
would say she's a rhino right now.
Oh,
Yes.
that's exciting.
Rhino.
Yes. And finally, 1,500 bits from Barthorn.
Little Barthorn.
Been a while since we've seen Barthorn. So this is Remy, stop.
Toby.
Well, you got to
Nothing but net.
It's over there.
Right over here.
Sports ball.
And back at you. There it is. Well done. Listen
Yes.
to the cleric.
Always wise advice.
That's blank.
What cleric? What cleric?
Trying to get her attention.
Ruckus, get that door. Get that door, Ruckus.
I will.
Okay.
Blind man shoot good.
I will on Tuesdays.
So
Tuesday.
now let us get into the recap. Yes. Fix my shirt.
Yes, he looks so pretty.
We were talking about how to get more people in, and I decided to wear something low cut, so I undid one button. There it is.
It's working.
There it
It's
is.
working.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hi, cat.
It's golden hair.
Whoa, the gravitational pull is too strong.
I'm sorry. You know, with great power comes great responsibility. I understand that. Anyhow. Last time on Natural One, you all were on the road to Litha. Had a conversation about rain with Reginald on top of the thing, which you clearly enjoyed. Natrix enjoyed quite a bit.
So many details, so many factors.
Cumulon numbers.
Oh, I want to kill you.
When Natrix says that, I like scoot out of the way.
She might.
Holds the blade.
Oh, that's my baby.
You guys made your way up towards Litha, and when you got there, you found a couple of guards at the guard tower, which the main kind of wall in front of that guard tower had been knocked down and was crumbling in spots, and you noticed a couple of guards trying to fix it. You matched the tiefling, Stalwart, and the other guard, who was Heidi Honeycutt. So you met both of them. They explained to you that the town was overrun, is being plagued by Gorgons, which you guys later found out were giant metal bulls. Yes. Then you spoke to him. Natrix, you noticed something about Stalwart. What did you notice?
He'd modified himself.
He had over the years growing up, tied cloth around his horns and tightened them so they grew closer and closer to his head and closer together to make it look less like a tiefling. He had also had his tail surgically removed as well. So that was very new. But you had seen it happen before growing up in Lithuania. So they told you that things were amiss. You go into town, there's an inn there if you want to stay, but they don't recommend it. You guys headed on in. You also noticed Rhea riding Kevin and Natrix on top of the carriage with Reginald. You noticed someone helping fix a fence to a farm off in the distance, who also noticed you guys. You guys made your way into town and found that there was a lot going on there. A crowd had gathered and were yelling back and forth and accusing one person in particular of bringing this plague down upon Lytha. This farmer was Solwyn Firth that you guys later met. And Solwyn Firth was being blamed for this problem because he was the one who got hit first, and that it was clearly a bad omen that must be on him, so they suggested getting rid of him, and maybe the Gorgon would go away. Then, it didn't sit too well with Rhea, who came down and came to their Solwyn Firth's defense. More people kind of got involved. They didn't know who you were, didn't trust you, and then in comes Alistair Jacobs, the one you saw fixing the fence, who came in behind you. You guys found out that Alistair Jacobs had also come in trying to help the town and had done right by the town by helping fix things, getting people out of the way, trying to fight the Gorgon. It didn't end up too well for him. But together you were able to convince everyone else to go away and leave Solwyn Firth alone. And Solwyn Firth, after Alistair saw you guys, suggested that you guys go up to Solwyn Firth's farm to discuss things further. Solwyn Firth also offered you guys free room and board to help him out, which you guys took.
Yeah.
So that was very good. You guys headed up there and went inside and found out a couple of things. You spoke with Alistair Jacobs. He told you more about the issue. You guys saw the cows, the cattle that had been killed in some interesting ways, mainly with their stomachs kind of ripped open and out their abdomen ripped open. You guys were talking to him. He said that originally the Gorgon came down and was mating with these cows, and the offspring was taking them back out, and the offspring were killing these cows as they were born and then were taken back out. You guys learned that Alistair Jacobs was here for a reason. He was here to hunt the free mage who had summoned this Gorgon. No one knew why the free mage did this, but when it was mentioned, Rhea noticed that Solwyn Firth was a little uneasy at the mention of why the free mage summoned this Gorgon. You guys then continued to discuss terms. He told you that there was 5,000 gold in it for you, as the Lord of Lytha had promised him if he could eliminate the threat. And let's see, what else did you learn from him? Oh yeah, that he likes to kill mages, and free mages in particular, not Oozlium mages. You also learned that the Oozlium mages came and got the free mage and left with him. Did not fix the Gorgon problem. They said that is a Lithuanian issue. They're just here for the mage. So, you guys ultimately agreed to go with Reginald, deciding he did not want to go with a man who hunts and kills free mages, decided he wanted to stay back. The rest of you left with Alistair up into the woods, where he said that he was collecting basilisk livers because he had heard that there might be a potion out there that would require these, that could turn someone, or could reverse the petrification of a person. He also said he had a friend who was a little bigger than Mayhem.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. And Solwynfirth was actually very interested in Mayhem, very happy to see a Dragonborn for the first time in his life.
Yeah, and I could be his younger brother. Yeah.
And you went forward into the woods and met Alcon. Alcon came in, you were introduced, said they will be helping us to rid this land of the Gorgon menace. At that point, you all went down to the meadow that they had tracked the Gorgon to. The suggestion was made that we try and sneak up on them. Everyone rolled very well, and they rolled very poorly. Even with disadvantage for the armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. You were able to sneak up, and Natrix got the first blow.
Yeah, she did.
Big old 37 points of damage.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
absurd.
Right in the ass.
Yeah.
Literally ripped him a new asshole.
Damn it.
That is what happened.
So good.
And now, you guys got a surprise round on them, which was amazing. You were able to take down one in that time, and then continued to fight. Rhea casting Erupting Earth in 2 different spots, making these areas difficult terrain. Natrix casting Darkness on the place, getting a little advantage as you were able to stay just outside of the darkness and see a little tail, metal tail, sitting out there. You were able to get advantage on them, which was great. Dropped one, came close to dropping the other. Alcon found it a little difficult to close the range in the first couple of times.
They kept moving.
And eventually, it was Ted and Mayhem against one. And the Gorgon breathed their green, putrid breath on you guys. And Mayhem made his saving throw, but Ted did not. As you watched as Ted started to turn to stone on his body and on his face. Ted is currently restrained. So. Then, before Rhea could cast another very upsetting spell, the Big Papa Gorgon came rushing in and attacked her, missing her, hitting a tree, and knocking it clean over.
Nat ones are a lot of fun.
Yep. He took some
Especially
damage
in
on
this
it.
case.
Yeah.
It's holy cow.
Hey!
Literally, well done.
Hey, happy accident.
Rhea ran
a lot.
back around the nearest boulder and wild-shaped into a rhinoceros, which none of you have seen before, and you definitely do not know that it's Rhea yet.
Running behind this rock the whole time. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
So that is what happened. We ended with Alcon coming in and hitting it really hard twice with the shillelagh,
Shillelagh, yes, thank you.
and then coming in with 2 great big unarmed strikes, which we overdid. There'll be D4s going forward, not D6s.
Got it. I was expecting them just to be unarmed attacks, which is a
Yes.
which is just a 6.
Which is 1 plus your strength.
Yes.
But because you're a monk, you get to roll D4s.
Cool.
Nice.
So we ended with that. I added the damage tonight, so the damage has been accounted for.
Oh yeah, because your computer
Because
died.
my computer died, yeah.
Neat.
So we are going to pick it right back up, right into battle. And the turn will be with Mayhem.
Okay.
Protect Ted.
And
No pressure, friend.
let's get this music going. Make sure I got the charge here.
Dear Rao, please give us music to feed our souls in combat. Thank you. There's like a horn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
you have to be lost in the rock and roll.
very imaginative.
Did you literally call your god on the horn?
No, I meant like the horn from the bull is like an inch from my face as I'm done praying.
Yeah, it is right in your face, and you look over and you see Ted struggling to move as he's trying to raise his axe to attack again.
Oh, Ted's attacking?
Yeah. No. As Ted's trying to do that, you see him trying to raise his axe. It's your go.
Okay. The one that spit it out, I'm gonna have to see. I can't make sense with that thing. Like, it really doesn't have. It's not gonna talk to me, is it? Do I perceive that?
No, you already tried last time.
I forgot that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's okay.
Then I won't.
Oh yeah, that's important to the recap. Mayhem tried to reason with the Gorgon.
Yeah.
It did not work.
After Alcon specifically told him,
You never know, okay? These bulls.
yes, we do.
Give me a minute to learn speak with animals.
That's true.
Moo what? I am going to straight up. Did I unsheath the sword? It's still sheathed.
It's still sheathed.
Okay. I see him turning, and I'm kind of panicked by that. So I'll put the sheath. Does it take an action to do this? But I'm gonna try and put the sheath back at my hip and pop the peace tie.
No, I think that as part of your attack, if you're going to do that, if you want to, that's fine.
Okay. Then because I see Ted in his moment right now, almost about to die, or statuing, and I'm going to throw the sheath at my hip, pop the peace tie, run out, and say, please, fix this. And kind of to myself in my own head, and I'm gonna slash right at the neck of that one.
This guy here?
Yeah, the one that spit out the poison in the first place.
Okay. Go ahead and swing.
Advantage, though, right?
No.
Or it's not with this one?
No.
Oh,
Because it is no longer in the darkness.
okay.
I would say, yeah, let's re-roll that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We have
What'd you get?
chanting.
I got a 2.
We have.
There you go.
There it is.
There you are.
Thank you so
Choose
much
a
for your
different dice.
donation.
Thank goodness it wasn't a 1.
Yeah. All
I'm gonna
right.
be a new sheet with that.
And I'm using the blunt side of the sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys watch as Mayhem takes out the sword. We'll say that you can't quite get it on your hip for the sheath. That would take too much to do.
Yeah.
So what you do is you just kind of flip it here, drop the sheath, pull out the sword, and just before you attack, you flip it around. So the larger side of the sword, that's about this thick and blunt, comes out and goes to bring it down.
Sweet. And 15 total.
Yeah, that does not do it. That does not do it, unfortunately. So the first one kind of hits the horn. Ding! Kind of rings, and you feel that, the Little League, like when you hit the ball.
Oh,
Yep. You feel
Too
the
familiar
sting.
with that thing.
The sword bites back.
Yeah. You have a second attack?
I do. Yeah.
All right.
Yes. 25.
25 will hit.
Thank goodness.
Does unsheath do anything? No.
No.
Okay.
Get him.
Yes. 10 total damage.
10 total. Okay. 2.
And a divine smite.
I was about to ask if you were gonna smite this thing.
Just the 10?
I'm gonna add the smite.
All right.
You burn what spell slot?
The first level. Yeah.
Okay. So plus 2d8.
Yeah. And an extra 10.
Nice.
So 20 damage to this thing as you come down right on its face, right here. The divine energy radiates out, and you look as its bell is a little rung.
Nice.
As it's looking at you, and it kind of shakes it off, looks back at you, starts to have that green smoke come out.
If I can, he's looking eye contact with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
If I can I shuffle a little more in front of Ted?
Like nudge Ted back a little.
Yeah.
No, you'd be sharing the same space at that point. If you wanted to
Okay.
push him, that'd be like an action to try and get him out of the way. So,
Okay. Then I'm just gonna try and nuzzle heroically closer to Ted, and
so Mayhem
like,
hits it. That radiant energy goes off. He looks at you as you kind of ready yourself and move closer to Ted with your shield to try and block his body as well.
and as I kind of focus and point the sword at him, I'm gonna just use another spell slot for Searing Smite as a bonus action.
So did you want to
It's not an
cast
attack.
it now, or did you want to cast it before you attacked?
I'll cast it now.
Okay. Remember, next time you can definitely bonus action before you action, so
Yeah.
you can.
Preemptively, I'm just gonna cast it now.
Okay.
I see what I did, but I'm gonna stick with it.
How many spell slots do you have left? Because I know you used the Divine Smite plus the Searing Smite last
I
time.
got one first level and one second.
After this?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you watch as Mayhem's sword again erupts with this flame that's just kind of coming off of it like that.
It's all flame-like.
Yes, indeed. All right. Next up, Ted. He makes his save at the end of his turn. So this is what Ted's going to do. Ted is going to reach up, take off the glasses, put them away, grab his axe, and very slowly, I'll take you with me. Goes to swing on this thing.
Damn.
Damn.
I never thought anyone Ted Tedderson would be called a baller.
Feels like
Yeah, here we are.
But that's a
like slaying.
Okay.
Stealing bitches.
This
Ted
with
is
Great
boss.
Weapon Master, and it hits. So that's. Got him.
You got it?
that a
Yeah,
bug?
I haven't seen that guy fly around for
Yeah.
like 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Oh,
He's dead
job.
now.
Good job.
What is
Yeah.
your dex modifier?
High enough.
High enough.
Mine's one. I didn't know there was a fly there. Was it tiny? It looked tiny.
Yeah, I was like a little one.
I didn't notice
Like
it.
a
So that is his D12.
Damn.
We're going to swing. Here, my 12s. We'll use the metal one for Ted. All right, so that's 7 plus his 6. So that's 13 plus another 10 points of damage, so 23 on the first swing.
Damn.
As he swings into this thing. Oh god, okay, and that kills him actually. As he's swinging with the first one, he comes in, and right where you hit him, where he was kind of dizzy, it splits right in its head, and the metal on top just kind of goes out like this as the axe is stuck in, and he and turns as this one turns towards this one. He cannot move, and he just he will roll a Constitution save. It is now the end of his turn because he cannot move, and he cannot attack anymore. Not just because he's not in range.
Right.
Everyone pray to your respective deities.
Please, Cthulhu, help me.
Please, old ones.
You watch as Ted brings it up, and the stone spreads over, and you watch as he looks over at you, Mayhem, and turns to stone. Solid.
Dead.
Would it have been worth throwing inspo at it?
What is?
If you'd like to.
Yes?
Yeah.
I like feeling negative emotions though.
Would
No, but, like, what a way to go out.
Make a
Shit.
difference, or do we need a full reroll?
That was the question.
I really don't want to allow it on this.
Okay.
I really don't. I really don't. I left it up to the dice on that one, and that's the way it was.
Okay.
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 So I'll give this back.
We could have saved 10.
A suitably dramatic moment.
It is.
It's true. It's true.
It is.
Yeah, that's what
For the sake of the story.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
things are
Pretty good way to go out and like
Yes,
get frozen
indeed,
though.
all
Like
things.
just
Yeah.
killed that thing like a boss. Like damn.
I guess we making a basilisk potion, y'all.
Yeah, we are.
We're gonna figure it out somehow.
I've got a quest list and a horror list of things that I cannot sleep through.
Next up is the enemies. So, this one here. Who was the last one to hit it? I think this guy.
Or was it David?
I believe it was. No, it was.
The sense figurine is Alistair.
It was Alistair. So Alistair. Let me go to the Gorgon here. Actually, he sees you guys.
I mean,
1, 2, 3, 4. I need the 30-foot cube or cone.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Why though?
Uncanny dodge is
I
gonna
was
be my
gonna
friend
say,
right
how that
now.
uncanny dodge looking? Good.
Oh no, this is
We were reacting with that bitch right now.
Here we go. 30-foot cone.
This is gonna
We'll see how bad it is. Oh yeah, that's pretty
Just
bad.
you two.
I mean, yeah.
Not even me? Me? I mean, oh, sorry.
I can get you 3.
Can you move it back that far?
Sorry.
If it's coming out his mouth?
Fair.
Yeah.
No, it'll turn and just try and get you 2. Actually, I'll step back. It's rough terrain. You can step back a little bit to where he's out of it and get all 3 of you.
We're gonna
I
take
tried,
attacks
y'all.
of opportunity.
Oh man.
He would
But he'd look cool while doing it.
make an attack of opportunity on this guy.
I'm excited. Go team. See if this works.
Just a cow sneakily going back into the shadows.
It's just backing up like this, like this. It's looking pretty bad too.
That's
not
cocked.
menacing at all.
That's cocked.
Go ahead and roll.
I would say that's cocked.
Yeah, it's go ahead and roll.
I can see it, yeah. That's not.
Aw.
That's a cock.
Plus anything, or is it just straight?
Plus your attack. So for you, that would be what is 3 for your dex, 3 for your proficiency, so plus 6.
11.
11 does not hit it.
Nailed it.
I did great, guys.
David will give it a go on his.
I just kind of like
Nope.
slapped it on its horn.
And finally, Alistair will give it one. Alistair hits it.
Oh god.
Alistair, get it.
Isn't this one at like 1 health too?
Yes.
He's looking pretty bad.
Oh,
Yes.
that's funny.
As it's trying to back up, Alistair does like this Superman punch forward, just
Yes.
as you watch him leap up into the air and smash this guy. You see a little bit of a shockwave as the tree behind kind of just for an instant, and it
Damn.
pulls back his hand, which is just covered in blood and brain matter. As this guy
Nice.
falls to the ground in front of you guys.
This man just punched a metal bull in the face with no repercussion to his hand.
That's correct.
I thought you do that with sharks.
That's
Good news, guys. Wormwood just raided us.
Hi, guys.
Hey,
Hi.
Wormwood Gaming. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Chaos. Thank you for raiding. Hashtag Chaos right now for a Nord Games critical hit deck. We are giving it away right now because of the Wormwood raid. Thank you guys very much.
So stick around to win that.
Yes. Yeah, it's coming. We'll see if you guys survive this battle.
I mean,
This thing saw Rhea go that way.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah.
moo moo moo.
But
moo.
it also just saw both of its children go down. Okay?
was really hoping I was going to lose to that tree.
Okay. It's going to go after the guy who just did it too. So I'll move this out of the way a little
Stick
bit.
it to my baby.
As it runs forward 5, 10, 15, 20,
fuck.
25. Here. It is a big metal bull. It's about that size to most of you, like that comparison.
Oh my god.
It is huge.
Jeez.
And goes in and does a gore attack.
It's like that statue in New York
Yeah.
It is.
with giant bulls.
8 to hit. I will use both of my inspiration on it.
Oh my
For a
goodness.
reroll because I rolled a 3.
No, this should be a dramatic moment.
A 17 plus 8 to hit on that one
Wow.
definitely does hit.
Wow.
The gore attack then is 2d12.
2d12. Oh my god.
Low numbers
nice.
first. Let's get low numbers.
I think we can do it.
All right, so that's 15. So that's 20 points of damage to this guy, and he has to make a strength saving throw,
Excuse the fuck.
which he makes. So turns around just in time to see this giant Gorgon going after him, and gets mauled by this thing, gored right in the side. That's not going to be pretty, as he just moves out of the way just enough to stay on his feet. He did not get knocked prone.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. That is the Gorgon's turn. Next up, David. David, who comes in and turns around, jumps over to the side, tries to get underneath it and stick a sword through there. It's a pity he didn't go before Ted. He could have inspired him.
No.
That'll hit. And he is going to add the D8 inspiration to his damage. Plus the D4 for the dagger.
No.
And where is that D8? There it is. 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 22, 25 points of damage as he comes in. Just kind of whistling.
Still
And slides it down.
Whistling as he works.
Yep.
Still absolutely terrifying.
Oh yeah. I'm glad he's on
Working
our
on
side.
the rib cage.
Next up is Maya.
Ah.
Maya, the arc of lightning that was on this guy dissipated.
Okay.
Now, it should be on there. If it's not, please make sure. You have cast 1 level 3 spell,
Okay.
and you have spent 3 sorcery points to do it.
Wow. Okay.
Level 3 Witch Bolt, twinned,
Oh,
is
okay.
what it was.
It's awesome.
That's
though.
amazing.
It did real good.
You said twin it, right?
Yeah.
Twin it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard twint.
Twinned.
Twint.
What is twint?
I don't know. We've invented it today. We should patent that.
Twin.
As of
Twinned.
today, it means when you twin a witch bolt
Exactly.
exclusively.
There we go.
You
Twin.
twint it.
Twint it.
Twins that shit.
Even though the T is the it. Twint it.
Maya, what are you doing?
All right. I am going to witch bolt that guy, the main.
Mm-hmm.
At a level 3 witch bolt.
All right. You guys watch as the lightning that was arcing on that one metal bull dissipates. And almost as soon as it dissipates, you see another arc streak through the air out of Maya's hands like this. Go ahead and roll your attack.
That's a 20? Dirty 20?
It hits.
Yes.
Good.
Not bad. 20. That's something.
It just hits. This just in. Stacked Wulongs won Nord Games critical hit deck.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations, Stacked Wulongs.
It's an amazing name.
Yeah, those Wulongs are stacked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Clearly. It's a fact. He said.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
So,
how many D12? I think it's 3D12.
yeah.
Third level.
Fuck 'em up.
From the shadows, Natrix.
Curb stomp this cow.
Like you do.
It's a curb.
Okay.
16 points.
16 points of damage as she's. And that arc comes through. It's hitting right here. You can feel the heat off of this electrical arc radiating out towards you.
My back is warm.
That's good.
All right, so that was 16? All right, next up. Anything else, Maya?
I don't think so. Yeah. Oh. What? Yeah, no. Yeah.
Sweet.
That's it. That's what I got.
Okay. Osprey, who's here now, looks at you guys, readies himself, looks back at Alcon, and goes, "Protect the stone one. Take it down fast." And goes in to uppercut this guy. Total like Shoryuken.
Yes.
Rises up to hit this guy with the first attack. Misses with the first attack. Hits it, doesn't do any damage. Comes in, double fist across the face as he's jumping up again for his second attack. Misses with the second attack. That's great.
Get away from its mouth.
He comes in to the legs to try and do something there and just starts punching both into the legs. Just kind of 2 more attacks on it. Nope. Okay. So he is not doing well against this into the legs, seeing no damage whatsoever. Kind of readies himself again and says, "This is why I couldn't kill it before." All right. Top of the order.
He checked his knee, like you do at the doctor.
Rhea, you're up.
I am going to come out from behind my rock and
Yes.
I'm going to
10.
I'm gonna inspiration in the box. I'm going to charge right at its butt.
Yes.
I'm
If
so
I,
down.
yeah, I was, yeah, no, just go for it. I was trying to angle this appropriately, but it's gonna happen.
Okay, so Rhea kind of comes out, sees it, and then ready.
Yeah, yeah. The wind up.
You guys hear the thunderous sound of hooves coming after you guys. What's your movement?
40.
45, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You get there.
Oh, I can't reach him.
You get there.
Oh, okay, great.
I'm sorry, what?
I thought you were like, you just get there. I was like, no!
I mean, no, you just get there to hit him. His tail's all
Inspire.
over his face.
Inspire.
Yes, please.
Inspire.
Yeah.
You need a
Inspire.
6 or
You need a
No, I need
Two
to
at
reroll.
that.
Yeah.
You guys
Just
watch.
belt it.
Sorry.
Hey,
Today.
Yeah,
I
what
was
do you
gonna
mean
say
today?
that Dex. Let's do that.
You guys watch
Is that
as this creature that you have never seen, which does not look like a metal bowl, it looks like gray skin,
I actually want to be like blackish.
blackish skin,
Black rhino.
charging at this thing. The same color of black as you noticed Mr. Poundcake had in the fur.
All the black
Adorable.
marbles.
Yeah, so coming in and roll your attack.
Okay, much better. So let me see. 25.
25 definitely hits.
Well,
Definitely hits. Comes in just to the back with the big old horn off of there. right in the shank right here.
Right in the booty. Where is? Yeah, there you are.
You got
I assume you're doing a gore attack as well?
I am.
Getting
Yeah.
pounded tonight.
Okay, so
That's usually the Gorgon's job.
Not tonight.
so that's 12, but also on a hit I get with 20 feet. It's a charge, so
Yes.
they have to succeed on a.
Strength saving throw.
And actually, if they take a hit, then I actually get 2 extra d8. I missed that part. My bad.
Nice.
Right? The target takes. It hits with a gore attack on the same turn. Target takes an extra 2d8 damage, and they have to survive. So I didn't roll that. My bad.
Okay, that's fine.
So cool. Another 9.
So that was 12, so that's what, 22. 21. Even.
21.
21, thank you.
Sorry.
Even. And then the strength save. Okay. Saves. Okay. 19?
Yeah, that saves.
Yeah, okay.
Magic.
So,
so
as
common. We roll so
this
many.
comes in, this big old horn comes in right on the shank right here. It doesn't topple this thing, but it does kind of make it stammer a bit, and you notice as you pull away that a good amount of that metal plating came off with your horn. You sheared it from the flank on the left side there, and there is now an exposed opening about on the back hip.
Sweet.
Anything else, Ray?
Can I see? Let me see. That's David, right? Over there. I want to sort of. I want to look at him and just snort, and then like gesture to the leg.
Okay. Yeah, he gets it.
Smart man, that one.
He looks at you and goes like that and says, "That one's Rhea."
Thank you.
Oh, that one's with us. Good.
Please don't attack the rhino.
What now?
As David scans the battlefield and realizes there is no Rhea, sees you look at him being like, hey, gotcha. Rolled a natural 19 for that int check.
There's a reason he's Agent 3.
That's right. That's right.
Curse snort.
Natrix, you are up.
Oh God, she's after me.
Get it.
Get it, baby.
Can I take advantage of it, like him staggering a little bit to use my whip, kind of wrap that around the horns and pull myself up on top?
I will give you an attack roll to see if you can whip this around a horn, and then you will have an acrobatics check to see if you can swing and then flip up to get on top of it. This will take your action in its entirety. You will not be able to attack.
I kind of still want to do it.
I mean, cinematics.
Do it.
I mean, like, it would be real cool.
He can't breathe stone stuff on you if you're on top.
Yeah,
of
that's
it.
what I'm thinking. So yes, this is what we're doing.
You
Okay.
can't blow yourself.
So she reaches back and pulls off this whip and cracks the whip. As you guys all, for the first time, have seen this. Like, what? And then make your attack roll.
Yes.
Come on.
We were rolling that?
So what?
What is it?
Well, it'd be plus dex and proficiency, I guess.
The
So
plus 6?
12 total.
That does not hit.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Do you want to reroll?
Would a D6 help? Do we have to fully
I'd have to
reroll?
get like a lot of the
Well,
D6.
he said that a 20 just barely hit.
Yeah,
So-
that's
20 is the
So
AC.
it'd have to be like a full
So it'd be a
reroll.
reroll. Here.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
everyone
going for
else?
it.
Or?
Going for it.
I'm
We're gonna
there.
try this one
We
instead.
really want this cool thing.
Yeah, really.
I want to look like a badass. 12 plus the 6, 18.
18 does not hit.
Oh, it wasn't meant to be.
So you see her kind of do this, and it kind of whips off of the metal, but doesn't do any damage, unfortunately.
Darn it.
No.
It sounded cool though.
It did.
The horn, the sound of the whip on the
Let's
horn.
go in jail.
That was cool.
It almost
cool.
worked.
Anything else you want to do, Natrix? You have a bonus
Not be
action.
in front of him, yes.
You can bonus action disengage if you want, and you can move around.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that and then like get behind the log that's right by his booty.
Okay, so bonus action disengage, kind of run through here after whipping, and then come back here.
Yeah, there we go.
Peace.
Peace, fuck this.
Well, that failed.
Fuck this shit.
I will see those of you who
shit
survive on the other side of this log.
I tried.
Next up, Alcon.
All right, I would like to come on. I have 40 movement, and I want to get to the side opposite David, basically.
So it's going to take 10 movement to get out of this. Or you can go through. Well, you got a great big thing in your way.
I have a
here.
great big thing, and that's all bad terrain for me, so I'd like to go around, I think.
Okay.
I might get there.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right here?
Good enough.
Yeah, 35 gets you there.
All right, and I'm going to make an attack with the shillelagh.
Nice. So you watch as Alcon kind of gets off of the great big disturbed earth from the erupt earth that was there, because these are like mounds now that you guys are on,
My bad.
and kind of gets off and starts running around. This great big Goliath running very fast, bringing the shillelagh about in her hands and coming down.
Can I get a reroll, friends?
Yes.
With this
Yeah,
nice.
We've had bad dice
You guys are going to be without these soon.
Yeah, real soon.
Nope, failed it on that one. That one did.
Well, I guess you had to join us in the
You know-
Oh, no, so goes my hubris.
The luck of the dice. The luck of
It's
the dice.
disadvantaged because
They're
of
not
the
with
beer.
us tonight.
Yeah, that's
Sweet,
it.
sweet
That's
beer.
it.
That was what it was.
That
Don't
was
worry.
a 12 to hit, so I
so
missed.
confused.
But I can also. So I took the attack action, so I can use my bonus action to make an unarmed
Get 2
strike.
attacks.
Yes, I do. You are correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you are a fighter.
Fighter level 5.
Go fight.
God damn it! Nope. Missed that one as well.
Okay, you want to spend the key?
No, I actually have unarmed strike where when I make an attack with a unarmed strike or a monk weapon, I can do a bonus action unarmed strike without spending key.
Okay.
That is much better. Where were you before? 22 to hit.
22 hits.
And since it's an unarmed strike, it's just 6 damage.
Okay, so the shillelagh comes, flies up, and just goes ding, and is knocked off. Comes back around, same thing on the other side, ding, and is knocked off.
She looks real pissed.
She's real pissed. And do you mind if I describe the unarmed strike?
Please.
Then just jumps up with her knee and just right in the
Yes.
ribs of this thing. That does connect. Go and roll your damage.
It's an unarmed strike, so it's just because there isn't any key involved with it, so it's just 6.
I think all monk unarmed strikes are.
Not according to this, at
Does
least.
it say that? What does it say?
It says when you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action, and unarmed strike is still listed as being damage 6.
Yeah, that's stupid. Go ahead and use your your thing.
Is it 1d4 or?
It is a D4.
Okay.
Yes. All monk unarmed strikes are
Woo!
D4s
So
until you
it's
get
a
high enough.
4 plus anything?
Plus your strength.
That's a 9.
9 damage as she
Max
comes
damage
up.
on that.
Nice, yeah. Comes up, and this thing feels it, and kind of shrugs it off. But still, -9. Well done.
Snorting in awe from behind.
This thing looks very good still.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
Not from my angle.
Nice. Mass.
No, it's got a tunis.
Yes.
Yeah, 2
Okay.
aces.
And that's my
Mayhem, you're up.
Good. Okay, I'm gonna see Ted for a minute.
Okay.
So I saw him completely. Did he hear me at all shout Ted when I panicked?
You don't know that.
Oh, fuck. All right. Yeah. I like these motions. All right. And I'm going to panic at Ted. Do I have time to at least look into him and look at the statue and at least... Ted, speak. Ted. That does make sense. Damn it. And I'm gonna look
For the
over.
podcast, as Ted stands there as a statue and looks back.
Looking very unhappy.
Yes.
Yeah, he looks very scared.
I assume that. Man, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna panic at that, and I'm just gonna look over at the bull. I'll be back, even if he can't hear me, and I'm gonna bolt towards the bull.
Okay. You're in the earth, the disrupted earth here, so you're going to go 5, 10 right here,
Okay.
and you can get on him.
Okay, cool. I'm there, and because we're not sure if we can save Ted, I'm going to flip the blade to the sharp end and focus all my attention on the eyes of this bull. But the blade's not going to his face. That's amazing. Okay, neck.
Going into the neck.
Going straight into the neck.
All right, make
Get
your
it.
attack.
To the bull-like neck.
Come on, mate.
Brother! Oh, that hurts!
Dice
No! It's not a 1, but it's a 4!
Ouch.
It definitely does not hit.
I have an extra attack. Is it worth it right now to do it?
It
right
looks
now?
real
have
good.
left?
Team?
I've got 2.
You have 3. There's one there.
I have 2
Correct.
only.
We have 4 on this side.
I got 2.
2.
So we've got 8.
I can't help you here.
We have
Love you,
8. We are almost down to what we started with today.
He's
Rough rerolls.
And remember, if you guys do donate in combat, we will give it to them while they are
away.
in combat.
Please.
Yes. I'm very
Shameless
scared.
pleading.
Sadness. You wouldn't let us die, would
We
you?
are rolling like shit.
They would.
They totally
Hef would not let us die. Because then Ted would die.
I was gonna say they won't let Ted
Save
die.
Ted, Hef.
I
Ted's a
think they're
statue.
upset that Hef's upset that Ted did already get turned to stone. I'm sure of it.
Ted,
Oh yeah, I
really
wish.
hope
I only wish I could
for
read the
half
comments.
your own life.
Are you re-rolling?
Am I? I'm going to let this be up to the team. Do you want me to inspire me?
Yes.
Yes or no? Okay, yes.
There it is.
Yeah,
You just
it's
need 1 second.
It's
Someone
still
throw
looking
it.
pretty good. So
First attack.
All right.
19!
It was worth it.
Awesome.
It was worth it.
27.
27. You don't crit on 19s on this character. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't.
All right.
1d8. Sharp side do anything? No?
come on.
No, it's just lethal. Do
Okay, cool. 7 plus 5, 12.
you want Divine Smite at all?
Yes.
Oh, you actually did use a Searing
did.
Smite on that. Add a
Use Searing
D6
Smite on it.
to
on
it.
The last,
So how much damage did you just do?
Well, right.
Plus 5 is what is after the roll. So right now, 7 damage
So 7.
plus 6.
Nice.
Yes.
That's 13.
13.
Yes.
And then plus the 5. Wait, no, yeah, Divine Smite.
All right,
On
first level?
third level.
Third level Divine Smite.
Yes.
Mayhem is
Or,
mad.
second level. Second level.
Second
divine.
level.
Yeah, I only
so
have
it's 3d8.
I only have it at second level. Yes, I'm using 3D. Okay. That's where the number came in. You can see how my mind works.
16?
Yeah, 16 plus 16.
Plus 16. So it's 13 plus 16. That's
29?
29 plus your 5.
34.
34 points of damage comes into
Fuck
this.
yes.
Right, 16.
Second.
No, that's
As
32.
he flips it around, he looks at Ted, says, "I'll be back," turns and goes over to him, and while he's walking, it's just like flips it around in his hand and comes up and it starts to radiate this gorgeous, brilliant light, brighter than you guys have seen it, and it's just and you notice it sink in to his neck. You kind of are reminded of the last neck that you sunk it into at this time, and it blasts through it, and bits of the metal shrapnel goes this way and that way as you're behind your shield, and
It's actually 32 plus 5. Because 16 plus 16 is 30.
13, 16.
it was 13 and 16.
Oh, is it 13
Yes.
plus 13? Okay,
Yes.
never mind. Because I thought you said 16 plus 16.
It was a good try though.
My bad.
It's okay. So the total damage was, I should really write this down.
That's what I heard.
Wait, what was the total then?
34.
34, thank you.
Yes.
Or it was 16 plus 16.
That was your first attack,
29.
correct?
That was we inspired the first attack.
That's
Yep.
right.
That's awesome.
Second
Oh
attack.
my god, yes.
Before you do that, guys, we have 500 bits from the Hef
God bless
to
you.
the DM.
Shit.
His head is already turned to stone.
Try, we can't make basilisk juice or whatever.
We just gotta milk them, the cows.
I see more in his hands.
The cows.
And
No,
Ted saw, or
male.
Ted, Hef saw that coming. Saw that coming and gave you 1,500 bits. you better free him.
We're gonna free him.
That's a smart guy. I always said it.
You do a good bargain,
Yeah.
Hef.
Thanks, Hef.
Good bargain.
There we go.
Shoot
Thank
good,
you.
blind man.
Remy, stop.
Remy never stops.
You will soon. Anyhow,
Wow.
Wait, what?
That's kind of dark. Oh shit.
That got real fast.
It's not that dark.
show. Next up, no, you have another attack.
Yes.
Yes, I do. Second attack.
an attack.
Chose the dice.
You could do it.
Believe in me. Shit. Well, you shouldn't, because it's a 10 total right now.
Youch.
Ow.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
If you want, but
I don't know. I'm leaving it up to the team again. Inspiration.
How do you guys feel?
I can sense it.
I mean,
I can
You
sense
did
it.
just get a bunch of inspiration from Zahab.
He did
Well,
say save.
I'm more like, is your
Two of
second
those
is your
three.
second attack like? Does it have potential
Is it
to
gonna be
deal like
jacked?
the first, or is it like ours with our offhand?
I
yeah.
can use Divine Smite for a second time. In
Yeah, let me also look up what Searing Smite does, because I think it set him on fire.
Oh, cool.
oh, it did.
Creature with weapon attack during the spell's duration, the weapon flares white hot intensity attack, deals an extra 1d6 fire damage to the target and causes the target to ignite in flames. At the start of each of its turn until the spell ends, the target must make a constitution saving throw. On a failed save, takes 1d6 fire damage. On a successful save, it ends.
noise.
Yeah.
Tweet.
So as you hit it in the neck and the divine radiant energy goes through it, it's left burning. And you notice as it's burning, the metal on it is starting to get white hot.
Thanks.
But wait,
Point out that
it's
the two
also
tallest people are on the same side.
it's also a con save though to see if it's burning though, right? That's what I'm.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So
Wait, what?
it's a con
Yeah,
save
so
to
to
see
make
if
a
it
con
does
save.
burst into flames.
At the start of each of its turns, it makes the con save. So it is
so-
burning,
Oh, okay.
but it can put it out via the con save at the start of its turn.
Ah, okay, cool.
Realizing it can stop, drop, and roll.
and handily to crush two of the people who are close to it. You know.
Okay.
Ooh, that's gonna burn.
Second attack.
Second attack.
Yay or
well,
nay?
No.
no, yeah,
Nay.
nay. I'm good
Nay.
with nay. I'm,
Okay.
Yeah.
So second attack comes in as this thing is now on fire and kind of goes off the horn this time. but you're still ready. You know, flames going in front of you. Wooden shield now with bits of metal in it from this explosion that you caused.
Nice.
Divine energy.
That's fantastic.
Ted's next.
For podcast listeners, he's just standing there.
Looking very sad.
We must
He's
save
committed.
him.
It's great.
Ted does nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Except
And now it is the enemy's turn.
Oh, Ted. No.
Glad I got behind the log.
That's why I'm on this side.
Eliyahu has given you guys 500 bits now to the players because you were in the worst places.
It's true.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So there it is. There it is. Whoop. Swinging on it. It's okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
My
it's all right.
dex.
Wait, no. Keep your hands there. Keep your hands there. No, keep your hands clasped. Oh my God, she Honey. 10 out of 10, babe.
That
you.
performance check, though.
That was
That was
good.
great performance.
Thank you, Eliyahu. They definitely need it. As the enemy now turns.
Crap.
Oh no.
Turns to crap.
Towards you guys.
Man, Ruckus is staring down the barrel of a gun.
Both of you will get hit.
Okay.
Good luck.
As it rears up and sees Mayhem, who just did set it on fire. Let me see, at the start of its turn? What does it say?
think so.
for that?
Yeah, at the start, I think.
No.
Not on the tab, but yes.
No.
All right, let's see what's your spell save DC?
14.
14, and this is a con.
Yes.
Roll 1d6.
Well done, friend.
What?
It's another point of damage.
Friend,
Everything
it's fine.
counts.
Damn you, dice.
One more point of damage would have ended that other one. So.
It's true. It's true.
Just saying.
As you watch the flames continue to burn and it gets more white hot and you start to hear the and you smell the flesh underneath starting to sizzle.
Oh, he's like a lobster.
And it looks at you both as it's burning, and it's infuriated and just
Oh, come on.
blows this green smoke at both of you. Con saves.
Dirty 20.
Yes.
Con save.
Come on, Ned.
Whoa. Con save is a 13 total to make it.
You have it wash over you, and you feel your joints start to close up, and you brush it off and throw it off and stand there in the rest of the green smoke. You feel it.
Wait. I'm so sorry. It's only because. Just look at it. It says +3 2 saves, but I'm not sure if that's included in.
It's included.
It's included.
Oh, it's included in the 5 total?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then yes. Yeah.
So you, Mayhem, feel you start to slow down for a minute, and your heart starts beating very fast because you just saw this happen to Ted, and now you break through.
Oh, God.
Just barely.
Really fantastic.
What did you roll?
13.
13.
Okay.
Good to
Good to know.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Right.
I'm just focused even more.
Anyone else incredibly nauseous? No?
Yeah.
Incredibly nervous.
My stomach's turned. Just steam.
Absolutely.
Out of the
Now,
mouth.
David is up, and he's going to try and swing on this guy
Right in the
again. As he sees that it's turned, he notices the part that's unarmored, and he's going to swing at that.
Good.
And he is going to hit as he comes in with the sneak attack because you guys are around him.
Yes.
Do it, David.
I abused that on Saturday. It was great.
6, 4, 5. So that's 11, 12, 13, plus another 4, 17, plus 6, 20, 23 points of damage on this one as he gets in it. Minus 23. As he gets in and kind of, and you see some blood start to trail down that side of his leg, and he's starting to favor it a bit more. He's looking bloodied.
Excellent.
Good.
Okay, next up, Maya.
Gonna continue with that. Wish
Okay.
bolt.
Another witch bolt as the lightning and the fire are all there on this thing.
Yeah.
Nice. 20.
20.
Oh man.
As the lightning again, still maintaining its arc, kind of throughout the air, all of a sudden a surge goes on it and lights it up as you guys see the white light of that witch bolt come in again for 20 points of damage. Well done. Well done. All right. Anything else, Maya?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Next up is Osprey here, who is going to run up and do more attacks on this guy. 2 unarmed strikes. First one hits. Second one does not hit. Where did I put that? Not there anymore.
Bar mine.
4.
gone.
That's 9 points on the first one. Comes in with 2 more. Misses. Okay, in the box. Hits on that one as he comes in, and it doesn't do anything. And then he looks over here at the shank that's bleeding and jumps up and punches right into it and hits very hard.
Wound punch.
For another 7.
Just names it before he does it.
7. Another 13 points of damage.
Get out of my head.
Yeah.
I was like, get out of my head. Of my whistling head.
No.
As you see
Your head
this
is
thing,
comfy.
as you see this thing kind of start to favor its leg as it's starting to look a little more defensive and look at you all like that. Next up, top of the order, Rhea.
Neat. I'm gonna back up 20 and then charge it again 20.
Okay.
You turned me accidentally. Yeah.
It'll take an attack of opportunity.
Oh, really? Well, then never mind. That's right. Opportunity attacks. We don't want those.
No.
Yeah. I'm just gonna gore it. Let's see. Plus. Yeah. 23.
23 hits for another gore.
Yeah. Oh, sweet.
It's now a fornus.
What?
4 anuses. That's the clinical term. I feel like we can get away with it.
No, why are you?
Why do my eyes hurt?
brain.
Because you
19.
pictured that, and you pictured it so
19?
vividly.
Yeah.
Where were you aiming? Oh no, you're on the other side?
Yeah, I'm on its
Misses.
side. What?
19 misses. Oh no, sorry, 19
No.
damage.
19 damage.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was like,
Yes.
no.
Sorry, let me pull up the creature you are, a rhinoceros.
Yes.
I need to understand how you got 19.
2d8 plus 5.
All right. Got it. All right. As you come in for another on this side, you get into the gut here and shear more of its armor off as that falls over to the side, and you see now in the gut, you see some of the intestine and whatnot that's kind of peeking through. You got in there.
Viscera!
Yeah. And,
You got up in them guts.
as you pull out, there's some that kind of
Can I have like a loop?
yeah, absolutely. It's all on your horn. You guys all watch as Rhea again is covered in viscera.
Yes, again! All over her
Shot,
face.
raise your hand.
God.
Matrix nods in approval.
Yay!
Anything else, Rhea?
No, it's gonna be it.
Okay. Next up, Natrix.
Okay, well, I just saw her wreck everything on that side, so I'm gonna go for that side.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and 5, 10, 15, right up here. Going for the same opening? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and roll
With
your
advantage,
attack.
right?
Why?
Doesn't she? Oh no, that was when I was.
I'm gonna use sneak to get into this if I can.
Okay, yeah, if you like to bonus action hide here.
Yeah. Let's do that so that way I can get a sneak attack on that bitch.
Okay. Roll your stealth.
My stealth real good, hopefully. How? 19?
That turn.
Please, please.
Okay. Your stealth comes back here. You kind of run behind this tree suddenly, and then run on this side of Rhea, who is just coming out with a horn covered in intestines. And you move forward, going directly for that opening. You get advantage on the attack.
Yeah.
Well done. Go
Nice,
ahead
nice,
and
nice.
roll your attack.
Yeah.
No,
In the
go
box.
in.
In the box.
So 12. What's that? 18.
18 hits.
Ah. Ah.
It's the unarmored.
I was like, no! My sadness!
Roll your sneak attack damage.
Okay, let me just remember how much this was. I think it was a d6 and 3d4?
No, 1d4 and
1d4.
3d6.
Yeah.
Other way.
Yeah, it's all good. We got you. We
The
got
better
you.
way.
The better of
The much better one.
Go, Dice, go.
Get it.
13. 13?
13 points of damage.
Plus anything?
Plus dex and proficiency, so
No, just your dex.
Okay.
just dex, 16.
16 points.
I was like, that sounds low.
Yeah. I was like,
It's looking very rough at this point as you go in and your arm actually goes into the hole with the dagger.
oh, yes.
And you pull it out. Again, your arm is now covered in blood. It's still on fire.
It's very hot in here. Oh God.
It's getting hot in here.
But it's kind of on fire on top
She
right
already
here.
has.
I'll rip off all its armor.
It's on fire about right here.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm not in fires.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
The safest place for him to be on fire, but not the safest place for him to be on fire.
Wait, what?
What?
So confused.
The worst place for him to be on fire is on his face.
Yes.
Got
But it's
it.
the best place for you.
Yes,
Nice.
indeed.
Okay.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Moving on.
Okay.
Alcon, you're up.
Encouraging.
Do I think I could be close enough to Natrix to hit in the unarmored portions?
You'd have to get on this side, as Natrix is in the way on that side.
Can I slip between the Rhino and the Minotaur? Can I get there without having to disengage?
So that kind of stuff requires you to be like, pardon me? Oh, yes, excuse me. That type of thing. So
I don't think they'll gore me. Hopefully.
yeah, no, that's
Gigantic.
fine.
Please.
It's just difficult in the heat of combat to do that kind of stuff, which is why me personally, I don't like the whole like unless you can go through somebody's space.
Sure.
Doing that outside, I know it's a rule. So, if you want to do it, you can. But I'm grumpy.
Well, then I would like to do that.
Okay.
And accept you being grumpy at
Yes.
me.
Just remember, Grumpy DM has bits.
All right.
So-
So I'm aiming at unarmored bits with the shillelagh
Okay.
as I make attacks. 15,
15 does not hit.
and the second attack is 25 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Way more better.
Yeah. So as you see, the first one kind of boom, goes off of the hip there, and then comes back around, and big old end of this big shillelagh, this big knot, just comes right into it. Go and roll your damage.
That is 9 points of damage.
Alcon.
And then I'm going to. It's looking bad. I'm going to spend my last key point and do Flurry of Blows.
Claim your kill.
Okay, so after like scooting between this rhinoceros and the bloodied end of it, I've got like blood on my shoulder, but I don't really pay much attention to that. Come around and just like size it up with the shillelagh in both hands. I swing a little bit sideways with the first hit, but then come back in and just like aim up to like knock this thing off of its back legs as hard as I can and see if I can get it off its feet.
Okay. So she comes in with the first one, poof, it comes off, and she whips it around, comes up like this, hits it right there in the gut that was missing. You guys hear a crack as you feel through there that you hit some kind of bone in there with this. And it lifts it a good 2 feet.
Whoa. Oh no, Osprey.
Sorry, boss.
Right onto Alistair.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Good luck.
I hope he gets out of the way.
We'll see.
Two.
Aaron's okay.
Imagine on the other side. My bad.
Alcon sees it coming and just backs away and hits his back onto the mound of earth that is now formed behind him because it's right here, and just gets out of the way as it falls right in front of him like that.
Noise.
There's a brief silence as you listen to it breathe for a second. And then it's silent. He actually went into the darkness. He disappeared into the darkness.
I still heard that.
I knew there was a reason I didn't turn that off.
And I'm just like, I stick the knot of the shillelagh into the ground and just lean on it for a second, catching my breath.
Salcon, as Alistair kind of comes out, coming down the little mound of dirt there, comes out and is like, see, I told you we could do it.
I want to come out of wild shape as the rhino and still have like the loop like
Absolutely.
a boa.
Absolutely.
I'm standing right next to you.
Yeah, like I want to come out of wild shape and just be still like all gory and have like a loop of viscera, like
You're just getting a thumbs up.
So you guys watch as she's coming out of this wild shape as the horn kind of starts to come down and she starts to shrink back into herself until it's like she's on all fours and then stands up and there's intestine around her, blood dripping off of it.
And I want to be like, not paying attention to exactly that just happened and just very excitedly chattering at Alcon. I can never say it right.
Alcon.
Alcon. I really want to say Acon.
Well, that's how it's spelled.
bad.
There's no L
bad.
in the spelling.
Alcon.
You
wanna get a
Alcon.
So,
It's A-U-K-N, Alcon.
Alcon.
I want to
okay.
be chattering at Alcon, just go, wow, what a hit, and just still like covered in gore.
Let me just get that off of you, darling.
Why would you do that? That's ridiculously attractive on her.
Oh, thank you.
Granted, quite a fashion statement, you know?
Just sort of like fidgeting.
Just gonna like loop it onto my neck and just be like, yeah, you're right, actually.
They're trying on their new fashion accessories.
Like psychopath.
Very ruckus of them. Mayhem.
Yeah, Mayhem's horrified. He's
What are
like,
you doing?
Oh my god!
Like,
He's gonna collect himself. Stop playing with viscera! And he'll immediately sheath his sword because, you know,
Your sheath is on the ground.
he's immediately going to find the sheath and then sheath said sword after
Okay.
said finding of said sheath.
He goes, stop playing with your viscera, goes, picks up it, shrink, gets it back on.
And Alcon just looks at you like, no.
So Ascot.
Yeah, okay,
is,
fine.
How bad is he gored?
Is who?
Ascot, right? Is that his name? The
Alistair?
leader.
Alistair.
Is it Alistair? Who was
Alistair?
it that was
He's not
gored?
gored.
Who was it that was gored?
was
It was
This guy was gored.
no, there was a
Someone
got
got
in the
hit.
rib.
Oh, yeah, he got hit.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
How bad is that?
He's holding it, but he's doing all right.
He's doing okay.
Yeah.
That's so
You
cute.
see a little blood.
Fun. So I don't have to touch him and
Mm-hmm.
that whole creepy, you know, I don't know, white and stuff. It's not to that point, right? It's not where he's obviously.
Yeah, no,
so
he's
gone
just,
that- okay.
yeah.
That would take over. Okay, then I'll do a cure wounds on him.
Oh, no, you don't know when that's gonna happen.
Oh, good. So I'm just gonna do a cure wounds at, level 1 on him then.
Okay. So you see him? Do you say anything?
Yeah, I walk up to all of them and I'm just gonna go with that. Just not really say much. Just do it.
Okay, so you chant, you wave it off. It hits him. Roll your, what level are you doing it at?
Level 1.
Level 1, okay. What's the healing word for that? Just 1d8? 1d8?
For cute runs, yeah, 1d8.
Oh, I have to touch him, so I guess I just.
No, cure wounds is
That's right here.
No, cure wounds is touch.
touch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
sorry,
healing
Yeah,
word
so I
is-
think I
that's
just.
right, my bad.
So I'm just gonna, just kind of clap him over the shoulder,
Okay.
like that.
So you clap him on the shoulder here, and you say it as you're walking up to him. You're chanting, and you touch him on the shoulder, and roll your d8.
I got max damage.
That
max.
is a 12.
Is that 12? Oh.
12.
That would have been very nice.
Don't mind me. Yeah, I got.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I am apparently out of this for some reason. I got 7.
7.
Still good. Still good.
Plus anything?
That was plus the 5. That was I got 2 plus 5.
So it starts to heal up for him, and he goes, "That was nice. You're from Uzlian?"
I am a Newsleamish.
How peculiar. And usually I'm made using their power for someone other than themselves.
You may not know that much about Newsleamishes, son.
I've seen enough of them.
Oh, well, I apologize.
It's all right, Alcon.
Not so
Uzlian mages, they tend to their business, and that's their politics. We tend to ours. That was amazing. I've never seen an Uzlian mage heal before.
Is that not normal?
I mean, clerics, yes. I've heard that even druids can heal. As he looks over at now.
Like we all glance at it.
I'm just gonna, with everyone looking, I'm gonna suddenly be very aware that I'm covered in viscera and just druidcraft rain on myself. It's like,
I'm gonna reach down and just like pick a bit of viscera out of her hair and flick it away.
I'm gonna wait for that. And then be like,
There is a lot of
rain.
viscera in her very curly hair.
Yeah. One bit out and flick it away.
In the background, can I just be doing like nunchucks with the viscera?
Yes, you can. In fact, you're doing that, doing nunchucks with the viscera as you turn and see Ted fully stone.
And like absently, as I like turn and realize it, just the last like fling of the viscera just like slaps him across the face.
Ted's a little further.
Just like
But Ray is
long
next to you. So hits her
just like
across
wet
the face.
and now
Yeah.
intestine, and just like trying to look really really cool with the rain, and then just like and just sort of like wipe it off, and just sort of like like when you flick it away at the floor.
Sorry.
So
You say that and you're staring at Stone Ted. Do you say anything?
Are we gonna do anything about this?
You should hear me more. Yes! We need to figure out what to do.
I don't know.
We need
He's
to
kind of cool like this.
I'm gonna.
What?
he is significantly less useful like this.
If you mean cool as in cold to the touch, perhaps.
I mean, you owe him money, so.
That doesn't matter now. I would gladly pay anything to get him back.
I'm gonna look at Alcon. That is so hard for me.
Alcon.
I was like, okay. I'm gonna look at Akon.
This happens to every DM.
Akon, no.
At least it's not Captain
I did not
Reptar.
pick this name.
I still miss Captain Reptar.
I'm sorry I brought it up on stream.
I'm gonna look at Alcon. Did it?
Well done.
Well done.
Thank you. How close were you to figuring out that potion?
I am not someone who can make potions. It's not one of my specialties. We have all the ingredients. I know we have all the ingredients, but
All we have actually is just livers.
everything else is things that are easy to find. That was the hard part.
The problem is that we don't know the potion or who can make it.
You have no leads at all. Kind of staring at Ted. Mayhem staring at Ted.
Yeah, yeah.
But what he says.
All right, so we are all fairly heated after battle. Why don't we try to get this one back to the farmstead and come at it in the morning? There isn't anything that'll break him now.
Do you still have one of those bottles?
My boob bottles?
Your blue bottles, yes, darling.
I will pull out said boob bottle.
The empty one?
She had two.
She had two, one of which she has used.
Yes.
So, the empty one?
Sick break.
I will pull out the empty one, not realizing like what this is gonna do for us. Can we
Perfect.
extract it?
What
I'm just gonna grab it.
She grabs the boobs.
I'm gonna uncork it and I'm gonna try to get some of the blood from the Gorgon.
Oh yeah, you're going over there. There's a big old
Okay,
hole.
good. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some of the blood. Like maybe this could help us a wee bit. You know?
Right.
Look,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to make it myself, and the only thing I can think of is very powerful magic. The kind that a cleric looks over at Maya,
I am not a cleric.
or a
But-
druid could muster.
Just stare back at him.
The restoring magic,
Yes,
maybe.
it would be a powerful one. I'm sorry about your friend. I truly am. We will do everything we can to help him, and Alcon is right. We should take him with us and keep him safe.
What time of day is it at this point?
It's getting towards nightfall.
Yeah.
We'll have to carry him then. We can't leave him here.
I should be able to carry him.
No, I do that.
Any who would like to help carry him.
Yeah, I'd say like as that conversation is coming up, I'm kind of silently picking him up in the background.
All right.
Before you pick him up, can I just like be placing viscera around his neck?
I feel like Mayhem would gently slap your hand full of viscera to be stop.
Nope.
Why?
His war trophy. He's been through a lot.
Rhea looks brilliant in viscera. Ted is going. I feel like he would like viscera.
He would love this.
I don't want him to be covered in viscera when you bring him back. Save
like-
the viscera for later.
Sad about Ted, but like low key feeling really good about being said I looked good in viscera.
Yeah, no.
Just like
Awesome.
I felt sick, but she was on point.
Can you show me what that looks like?
it's kind of like
You know, Alcon's over here quietly admiring, right?
it's like I feel bad, but like I know.
Like, damn.
I can carry 600 pounds.
Yeah.
Does Ted weigh more than that?
No.
Okay.
He's full of stone.
I mean,
We'll put
he's
him
a
at
little
a-
stony at this point.
A cool 175 outside of that. Let's see here. Actually, we'll put him about 2, I think, with the muscles and the swinging the axe.
Wait, am I lifting him in the background or no?
Yeah. 1 second. I wanna see how much he weighs now. Does D&D Beyond just have basic stone that could tell me the weight?
That'd be nice. What is
Roll a strength check. Just
Depends
roll
on
a
the
strength
type
check, both of you.
stone.
18 plus a thing.
all you, man? I rolled a 10 total.
23 total.
Plus you total.
Yeah, you.
Total.
23
Wow.
Total.
and 10. So Alcon goes and grabs one side, Mayhem grabs the other, and you guys both lift him up. Bless you.
Yes.
Graceful.
You both lift him up, and Alistair says to you, not so fast. We have one thing to do first. Got that sword of yours, big guy?
I do. What do you require of it, though?
Well, we'll have to take their heads.
Yes! I was gonna do this!
Mayhem's like paused in like shock. You have to use my sword to take their heads.
It's the only one big enough, strong enough, heavy enough to cut off the head so that we get the reward.
Yes, we'd use the axe, but it's now stone.
Yeah.
I could do it.
Oh, sure. Yeah, yes, of course. Are your daggers large enough?
No.
No, you know exactly another way we could use this.
What is it?
I'm gonna use alter shape because I think our alter self, rather, because I think with alter self you can adapt the body. Yeah, you can do the you can grow claws, fangs, spines, horns, or different natural weapons of your choice.
You can prototype
Natural weapon.
Yeah.
it. That's a game
Yeah,
reference.
that's the thing. Natural weapons.
Yeah.
Claws,
Fine.
fangs, spines, horns.
Would a claw be
Is it
strong enough to
natural
cut that
enough?
off?
Like a dagger might be. It might just be better
Yeah. Daggers and claws are.
than.
Okay.
Same size.
Slashing down.
Wait, would you be able to create a giant like blade?
Natural weapon.
Natural.
So just okay,
like a
sure.
horn that can. But
It would be a horn, but it wouldn't be sharp.
Okay.
Is the problem? It would be a piercing weapon.
I already have one of those.
Yeah, you do.
Unfortunately.
then never mind. Then
Okay.
I wouldn't have said it then.
Surely you can. God.
I want to approach Mayhem. Be like, Mayhem, remember I told you about the wolf and the rabbit? Balance. Balance.
I remember vividly. Fine. But allow me to use my sword as I wish.
It is yours, just as long as you get their heads. It's going to pay you the 5,000 gold.
Money means. You know what? Well, if I can pay or find some way to save Ted, fine. And peace tie comes off. And the blade's out again. Yeah.
That is a beautiful sword.
It shines there in the setting sun, and you guys see the larger portion of it, about that large, come down. It's about that thick.
Nice.
It's a big old broadsword.
I love it. My hand that was on the sheath is gonna go onto the forehead of the bull and just put my hand on him. Just to at least be like, I gave him a little respect, you know? And then pull away. Both hands on the hilt. Oh, and turn to the sharp side. And I will cleave right through.
All
Or
right.
attempt to.
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack.
Okay.
It's gonna be a lot of hacking, guys.
15 so far.
Hashtag.
That's fine.
Chop, chop.
It's not going anywhere. You've already started it in that one. So you come down. Roll your damage for me. I just want to see how much this is going to go through.
You sure, buddy? Oh, you sure? 11 total damage.
Yeah, it goes through. For a couple of attacks on the first one, and again, and one last one, lops it off. And you grab it by the horn.
Yeah, I will slowly, not like immediately, but like grab it by the horn and lift it up. Whoever will take it.
Natrix is there.
I am done. Are you?
Give it to me.
It's also
You're not-
tiny.
Give it to me.
You didn't even ask for. Fine.
Just have this image of her going like,
Yes, yes. Can that happen?
Strength check.
Yes.
Enjoy it.
14.
14. You kind of, it's heavier than you thought, but you're able to hold on to it.
Just kind of stumbling forward.
never in my life have I wished for a one harder.
You would have fallen on her foot and broken it, so that's good.
Okay, we got cure wounds. We got cure
Wouldn't be the first time.
All right.
You're my girlfriend.
So you guys go through and hack off the heads of all. There was 4 in total. All 4 of these. Each person kind of taking a head with them.
Just open my bag of holding and just put it in there.
Smart.
Oh yeah.
Can we get Ted in there?
Nice to be an Oozlian mage.
We've seen curious things, haven't we?
Well, while everyone's hacking off heads, I would like to be using mold earth to return the difficult terrain to regular terrain. It's a cantrip.
I like it. Nice. I like it.
So you sit there and you're molding. How much earth can you do?
5 foot cube at a time.
Every 6 seconds. So you're just while they're hacking the heads off and getting ready. By the end of it, it's fine. You stop your darkness, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. Darkness is
yell at him.
Just leave it for the next, 20 years.
I want to yell at her like, Natrix, do you mind? Madalena, do you mind?
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh no.
Just laugh.
Just sorry. What check are we making?
You're not making any.
Aw.
But I rolled a natural 19.
Neat, fun.
Oh my God.
So Alistair looks over at you, says that, and goes, right, okay. Thanks for putting the earth back. That was an interesting touch.
There was literally no touching involved. You just turn around and go back to what I'm doing.
Okay. Turns towards Madalena and says, Alcon, would you join me here?
Sure.
Kind of steps in a little closer to Natrix and goes, so your name is Natrix, is it?
It's simply a pet name between good friends.
The thing is, I didn't realize that you could cast magic. That darkness on the field. Well, you're either a monk of my tradition, or you're a mage. So, what are you? Looks over at Alcon.
I'm no free mage, if that's what you're thinking.
And how can you prove that?
How do you take kindly to different races?
Which sort?
Clearly, don't mind hanging out with this one. Looks up at her.
I look down at him and resist the urge to rest an elbow on his head.
Thank you.
Do it. Tempted.
Clearly, I don't mind other races. Why is that?
I want to insight that.
Yeah.
Can I hear this?
My bad.
Yeah.
Okay, because if I do, I'm gonna walk right up and put my arm basically through Natrix's waist, like through her arms and down on her waist.
Mm-hmm. She comes up, does that. They're looking and watching you.
If she was a free mage, I would know. She is not.
19, by the way.
He looks at you both. You get the sense that he's being honest and earnest and is just very concerned about the situation.
If it must be that you must know, can we at least wait until we're back at the gentleman's house?
I think I prefer the forest.
It's probably easier to settle it out here, one way or the other.
I'm gonna look at the rest of my party. Just make sure that they are close to me.
Yeah, I'm right there. So I look at you. It's up to you.
And I will touch my amulet and release it.
As the amulet is touched, you guys start to see as the illusion melts away from top to bottom, as the hair all out, and it's bluish greenish.
Green.
Green. It's green coming down to the leather that she's wearing. Looks very much the part of the assassin, but her tiefling features are fully on display. Pink skin, yes, against the green as you look up with your tiefling eyes at them. He's going to do an insight to see if this is an illusion. A tiefling, huh?
In the flesh.
I've never met one of your kind before.
Just kind of blushes a little bit.
Certainly an eclectic group, wouldn't you say, Alcon?
A dragonborn and a tiefling. Anyone else hiding?
And a mage that heals.
Yes. And usually a mage that heals, no less.
Where are you from? Sorry, I stepped on you there.
Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Where are you from?
Nathania proper.
The city. Well, I think that's enough to sate my curiosity. What do you think, Alcon?
I defer to your wisdom.
Yes.
And I'm always interested in other people who are different.
It's nice to see that not everyone judges so quickly.
I get judged fairly quickly as well, so.
As everyone
Pleasure.
says, damn, she's tall.
And thick.
I think they shift everything out of my way because they're afraid that I'll break it.
She's more
Maya
rich.
gets jealous.
Ray's blushing.
This interaction, just going.
Still
Mayhem
soaking wet
just-
and blushing.
Mayhem just sighs in relief. He was like, oh, thank God, I'm not quite.
As he says, right then, shall we get your stony-faced friend back to
Yeah.
the farmer's
I'm doing
house?
that. Yeah.
Let's do this.
Please.
Alcon, if you could, on the way back, let's grab some livers and see if there's anyone in town who can help.
You weren't able to find anyone before?
I tried. I spoke to the Lord, but now that the problem is done, we can focus, I think.
I mean, if the Lord didn't know anyone before,
He also had to deal with many things. Who knows?
fair enough.
How
It's
far,
worth a try.
Really.
Sorry, love.
Go ahead. Oh, how far away from town are we? Time-wise, specifically.
You guys walked out about an hour, so about an hour outside.
If we could get to Leica, we could probably find someone. I could find someone within Uzlim who might know something.
There's no Uzlim presence in Litha since the Frostworms got the free mage and left. So
And the way of communication?
I don't know. I'm not one of Uzlim.
That was what I last heard.
Sorry, what?
That is what I last heard.
No, Litha is a small town. Usually, Uzlim is confined to the cities. Maybe one up in Hyria.
That's what I meant Hyria. I think that's what we were talking about, in Hyria.
Yes.
So then, yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
And if that fails, Lithania City itself, that's a long way to haul a statue.
Well, not if he's in a carriage.
So, to your knowledge, you don't know anyone who's readily available to make this?
It would take someone who is extremely good at potions, or someone who has restorative magic, the strong sort, and that's...
And so far, it seems you're the only one who would know anybody like that.
Why would you say that?
You who are in tune with nature.
Just sort of smile at her and then, like, sly smile, like, can't hold it back a little bit, like, is still trying to be asshole teenager. Having a really hard time with it.
just rolls eyes and just goes, ugh, and then just like walks away.
Is there anything you can do?
I don't know how to fix this. And I'm gonna turn my attention or eye contact from him to Mayhem and say, but I may have a way to reach out to someone who can.
Do I have to insight, or can I just get that?
Yeah.
I have to insight?
No, you get that. You get that, because...
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about the
No,
communing?
no, we have not spoken about it yet.
Yeah, you're
But
kind of like...
He knows that I tried, and then I talked to him at his tent.
I feel like I would still... I saw her do it at least once. That's what I'm
Sorry,
going off
attempt it,
of.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, guys. We have a raid. Concentration check just raided.
Yes, you're welcome.
Right in time. We just finished up this battle, but because they're doing it, we're going to go ahead and do the Gale Force 9 deck giveaway now.
Yeah.
Because we hit the boy. So thank you guys for raiding. To celebrate that, we'll do the giveaway right now.
Hey.
Hashtag chaos in the chat for that Gale Force 9 deck. It could be spell cards like you see right here. It could be their monster deck, which is useful.
Yeah, it is.
Monsters.
Yeah. Well, also, if you have like Wild Shape, you can have those cards ready.
Or if you're throwing
He's
together
nice.
a mitten at the last possible second, you can grab things.
So thank you guys for raiding and good luck to you. And also Tamago Tora donated 500 to not drop the statue.
That's a good one. No! I dropped the inspiration!
Drop the inspiration.
3-2
Okay,
twice.
fair enough.
Yeah, you shouldn't be
drop
holding
it.
10.
Drop the inspiration twice, so he won't drop 10. His hands were full.
Third time's the try.
Stick around, guys. We're going to come back to this right after this break. Stick around, Raiders. We got a lot of great content coming up. And stick around for that giveaway. It's coming up. We'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. Be
Those
right
look
back.
like big, strong hands.
And welcome back to Natural One. Thanks for sticking with us through the break, everybody. We're going to pick it right back up where we left off. But before that, we have another 500 bits from Bawthorn.
Thank you, Bothel.
Hashtag save Ted.
We're trying. We're working on it.
There it is.
Thank you, Meg.
We are trying.
Also, Rex676 won the Gale Force 9 dash.
Congratulations.
Friend.
And we had another drawing for a Nord deck, and the winner was Andrea of the Burbs.
Gasp. Congratulations, Andrea.
Congratulations.
Of the burbs.
We
Of
have
the
some of her
birds.
dice of the birds.
Yeah, we have the dice that are right over there.
Yeah,
they're
these Burby
beautiful.
dice.
So it's burpy dice.
Beautiful and burby.
There they are.
Quite lovely.
From Birds of Paradise.
Gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
I
Simply
should maybe roll those. Maybe I won't use as much inspiration.
There you go.
That's probably why we've all been rolling so bad tonight.
That's exactly.
That's exactly what it
It
is.
works great on Chaos Agents.
I'm missing the 20.
We aren't using
Oh yeah, where's the 20?
What? I don't.
I have no idea.
Wasn't
Okay.
meant to be.
Apparently.
Wasn't meant to be.
I'll just use them for Call of Cthulhu later.
Rolling dice in Call of Cthulhu. Anyhow.
Ezra tries to avoid it.
Yes?
Oh no, it's just a classic finger gun. I meant nothing by it. My brain's still.
All right. We're going to get right back to it,
Air
guys.
gun. Come on now.
You guys, at this point, had grabbed Ted. You guys had walked back to the camp that Alcon and Alistair had made out in the forest. And it's about an hour's walk totally to get back. So, you think that someone in Huria could assist us?
It is a possibility.
Okay. That's better than what we're doing. Perhaps we just have the materials and wait for them to get here.
I mean, the materials will hold if we keep them in the storage that we've had, but
Good thing we packed the ice down there. So, what's next then? I should go with your bag of holding to the Lord around here, Lord Sowen Priest, and give him the heads. Collect the 5,000 gold, which I will then distribute to you. I suggest we all first head back to Solwyn Firth's farm.
We need to get our friends somewhere safe.
Yes.
the farm should be relatively safe.
I do agree.
It is our best course of action.
In the meantime,
Can't find
so that we have less trouble with the locals, perhaps somebody would like to announce to them that we have saved the village.
Ma'am.
No, we
As I'm
can't.
carrying Ted's legs. Are you serious?
Never
We
mind.
need to keep mayhem hidden as much as possible.
This is true.
You've already said it yourself. We are quite an eclectic group. The
Yes.
last thing that we need is anyone meaning to do us harm finding this village.
We cannot be traced back. If I speak to them as much as I would love to, we would be traced back.
No,
I feel like people
you
will be
are
able to find
correct.
us.
I apologize.
By who?
Désolé.
Perhaps before we give it to Lord Priest, perhaps Miss Rhea here and I could speak to the villagers. She was so apt to do it before.
Yes, and you can see exactly how much they like me, can't you? Big, like, giant grin.
I'm going to reach over and pull out another piece of viscera out of her hair and like flick it away and be like, you might want. Actually, no. It will sell it a hell of a lot better if you have viscera all up in your hair.
I will
Just
hear that.
soaking wet.
I'll hear that, and just subtly in the background, the one viscera you flicked away, I'll bring it back to your hand.
Yeah, you'll get used to that.
Why don't we just? Why
Josh.
don't?
I took it out of. No.
I thought you were. Oh,
Just
Why
gesture.
don't we just go to the farm first and at least
Yes,
put our friend down, and then we can decide when we get there who would be best to do this.
sounds good.
I'm gonna, like, thumb over at Mayhem and whisper to Alcon, pacifist.
But damn useful in a fight when you need him.
And for carrying heavy things.
Well,
Back
there's
to farms.
For an hour.
As he's like,
It's time for constitution checks.
Is this a saving throw?
We'll just do a check.
Damn.
No one decided to put their
Saving 10 throw.
No, oh, this is for 10.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
for
for 10.
carrying Ted.
Carrying.
Because I'm guessing
Yeah.
everyone was like, oh
Well,
yeah,
the
this
heads
is
roll.
rolling.
All the heads went right into
Okay,
that. Yeah.
good.
No, I'm right there with you.
what's it plus?
It's
Your
Constitution.
constitution.
Oh, yeah. Not saving throw, just constitution? No. That's good to know. 6.
See,
I'm so...
7?
Oh, okay. Do we need rerolls?
That's what the bits are for!
For the love of God, don't drop 10.
Yeah.
What? Save 10,
I'm gonna
guys.
definitely make you give a
Hashtag save
reroll.
10.
I'm using the Libra. I'm using the
at least
Paradise.
him do a reroll. Wait to see what happens with him.
Okay.
Do a reroll here.
I'm over here like I'm ready.
Same here.
Using the Paradise. 15 plus con 20, dirty 20?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh my God.
You have a +5 to con?
No, plus.
I'm sorry, that's the saving throw.
Saving.
Naturally, it is 17.
17.
17.
That's good. And you're 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, unless you guys want me to add something to it.
It gets to a point where you guys have to stop and take a break because you're feeling like you're going to, and you're able to let him know, and he kind of holds it, and you guys put Ted down for just a moment, stretch out, and make it through again.
Still a little tired
after.
from fighting basilics.
Yes.
Totally.
Grumpy as hell about this.
You
The
guys.
grumpier she is, the happier.
Love this.
You guys get him back up again. This time, Mayhem carrying kind of the brunt of it. You still carrying, but less so to save your arms. As you guys make it there to Solon first, as the sun is going down.
Just gonna re-establish disguise so that I don't look like a tiefling.
Copy that. Good thinking.
And I'm gonna like just notice this and nod.
Okay. What do you look like, Adelina?
Yeah, we're just like paler skin, a little bit more human, tail retracted. What a little
Sorry.
my
Funk.
yeah.
There you go.
That exact noise.
Tail
Y'all
comes
hear
up.
that? Wait, roll to hear that.
Is like 100% watching for it this time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna see where it goes.
So you guys get down there,
It's not that interesting.
knock on the door, and Reginald opens it up, looks at you. Oh, I'm so glad you're safe. Please do come in.
Hello, who are you?
As you kind of duck underneath
Yeah.
the door and go up like that, he's like, nobody.
Yes, I'm very tall.
To say the least. As he looks at your dark skin with what looks to be paint on your face, right, going from the eyes to the ears to the nose
Yeah.
down, but are actual proper markings. And he's just looking at you. You're more than tall.
Oh damn!
No.
I was going to say, Reginald's into that?
Damn,
Good for
Reggie.
Reginald.
Haven't seen. Where are you from?
North.
Yes, many are.
Very north, the cold parts.
Oh. Interesting. From Muslium.
No.
Oh, that's the cold north part, I know. Sorry. Well, in that case, how'd it go?
Not as perfectly as we would have hoped. As I'm holding Ted's legs.
They got dead.
The Gorgons are dead. But
So sorry. I know what he means to.
There's no need to be sorry. We can fix him.
We are going to save him.
There is one chance. Even if it's just 1%, I swear to God, we can fix him still.
But the good thing is that the Gorgon's dead. At least this one will stop crying. And he points over and you see Solon Firth kind of like seated area. So I wasn't crying much.
It is okay to cry. I'm a little watery,
Yeah.
not crying.
But thank you. But they're really dead.
They're dead.
You killed them?
Would you be so kind as to show him?
Open the bag.
You might want to
Grab
stay
one.
sitting.
Just hold the bag. Just-
Yep. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Put it back in.
It's disgusting. As you pull it out, and blood is like.
You have to,
Not nearly as disgusting as being there and being covered in viscera.
Yeah, I don't need to know. Just thank you.
He's gonna smile at him. My whole face was in it.
Staring down at my arm.
okay.
She looked terrifyingly beautiful.
Yeah, he looks at you. Oh, sorry. Manages to keep it down. It's not a good image,
That's right. Don't forget, we were never here.
right?
And just smiles.
Don't even know your names.
That's right.
Looks at Ray.
Thank you. You're gonna tell everybody that it's done. It's not me. It's great. Oh,
This is why I normally
I
walk.
try and get some livelihood back if I can.
The villagers seem quite fond of Alistair. Perhaps the two of you and our dear Maya could go show them that there's nothing left to fear and they can leave you alone.
Fine, I will go and talk to the people.
I will go with you, of course.
Do you think it'd be better to wait till morning?
No, I don't want to risk it. They should know it so that they do not come after Solwyn during the night.
Do you think they will?
I do. You were not here. They were up in arms. They wanted to end him, and in so doing, hoping to end the Gorgon.
I'm like look over at what was his name again?
Solwyn?
Solwyn. I'm just like curious that your friends and neighbors will turn on you so quickly.
Yeah, I guess you're not very good friends, are they?
Apparently not.
Worse neighbors.
Interesting they blame you for this.
I think so too. I was just sitting here, and I heard me cattle. Went out and I saw the beast. I don't know what it was doing there. I found out.
You didn't hear Eddie's? Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I was trying to, and I heard
Yeah.
you just a little bit. That was it.
Failed my concept.
Well, we
You
should-
didn't hear or see anything before that? A casting or something coming in like that would have been loud.
Especially hear it.
Or feeling like a rumble, vibration.
I don't know. Maybe we could just like something to drink.
Well, if
I'm a bit
this,
parched.
if these things came through before, I'm concerned that they might come through again.
They didn't. It was a free mage.
Inside
summoned.
that.
Yeah, I'm yes.
Can we all?
Yeah, that seems a little
Sure, if you want, yeah.
suspicious.
My insight's terrible, but sure.
16?
Yeah, no.
16.
Hold on 1 second. I think it's a direct.
Just because that was real suspicious. You want some water? Maybe some alcohol?
That's weird. Toss him, have a drink.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a little
forget
weird.
about
Let's-
that.
let's-
17 total.
Yeah,
17?
I got 20.
20. And what are you guys looking for?
Just insight? I thought it was just insight.
There's something weird about
It's weird.
this.
It's off. It almost is like he knows.
I'm
more
just
than
sitting
he's
with my
putting on.
passive from earlier.
Yeah.
I'm asking a vague question, but what vibe is it give it off?
So he's a little nervous about it with that, but you can't tell why he's nervous. You just see that he's a little upset by this whole ordeal, and that when he says that Gorgons don't roam through here, he means it.
Do free mages then roam through here?
Oh, I don't know. You know, I heard that the country is where they like to hide out.
How could you tell it was a free mage?
well, once the Gorgons, they not ran from round here, to started doing all this, the Lord there called for help. They sent the frost mages, frost worms. That's the ones.
I want to stare at him, still soaking wet, by the way, just like all of the wet, flat hair. It's very intimidating.
The room.
Yeah. And very stoically, just like, well, now that the Gorgons are gone and the free mages captured, there should be no reason for any more interesting beasts to be showing up here.
No, just a basilisk like before.
Just stare a little too long silently. And then just back to Maya. You're losing light. You'll want to make sure you get good shine on those heads.
Of course. I was already trying to say we should leave.
All right. That's Alistair. How's that? Alcon, would you like to stay with our guests?
Sure.
Okay. But we shall go into town and...
More interesting here than it is with people staring at me.
True.
Hardcore staring.
These ones
but
just
I
looking.
like her stare.
Meanwhile, behind you, Reginald.
I'm just ignoring him.
It's more like because it's at eye level.
He was looking just up at her, not. Anyhow.
It's just,
I looks at all of them looking at Arha and just like, walks out.
And so, you walk out?
Just walk out, like, just kind of go like that with
Be
Alistair.
back before long. Don't get into trouble.
No promises.
No, goodness. Leaves. Shuts the door behind them. Is there any conversation you guys want to have right now?
Yes.
Okay.
I am going to approach Mayhem.
Okay.
Just,
Solon has brought you guys drinks. It's a wine. Brought you.
Teeny little cup.
I want to be holding it like the actual, not the stem, but like the cup part in two hands and just sort of like absent-mindedly like thumbing the edge of it and go to Mayhem and say, so about Ted. I remember after the temple, I tried again. And this time it worked.
Where are you? Because everyone's kind of here except for those two that left.
I wanted to approach him and just be very close. And I'm speaking the way that I am because I don't want anyone to know specifics.
Me personally, I thought I would be near the carriage with the statue of Ted.
Ted is inside right now with everyone.
Oh, inside. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're.
Inside the house.
Yeah.
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 All right.
He's inside and safe. It's a little crowded, but.
I'd say I'd like to be close to Ted wherever I'm being approached, but yeah, I don't mind being like away from the actual party because I'm not feeling that
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
As Ted.
So Mayhem is kind of off in the corner with Ted sitting there, looking a little forlorn.
Yeah, I'd like how we can fix this, but once I hear that you said it worked, he kind of questions it and looks away from Ted and looks to you.
And Rhea you got close to him to say this.
Oh, you also noticed my wine glass is on the floor and completely full, untouched. But you accomplished it.
I did.
You made contact.
Yeah. Just sort of,
No, I'm done. I'm done.
Be in my trailer.
just still like absent-mindedly rubbing the rim of the glass, like, and kind of almost like a moment of like the 1,000-yard stare, just because that remembering what it was like to commune and to be like rooted to the ground. involuntarily rooted to the ground. Like, yeah, I made contact, all right.
He's kind of hesitant. He thinks, I look like I'm worried about Ted, but also like I kind of pause as if I wasn't there for the first communing, but I'm still, okay, and then I continue. I could not be more happy that you've finally made communication, that you've been able to speak to them. How did it go?
Were it not for our present situation, I may not have tried again. It was uncomfortable, to say the least.
That's confusing. I did not expect that, honestly. I didn't know. How was it confusing to speak with them?
It might be easier if I just showed you.
I will be here to help you if you need it.
I don't know, but someone may have an idea about how to help with this, and just sort of like a lazy sort of like half thought through gesture at Ted, like not really wanting to address the actual situation.
As he kind of looks back at Ted, looks back to you. You know me, at least well enough to say I would do anything to help him right now. And if it requires anything of me, please do not hesitate to ask. But how can you commune with them? Who are you communing with to ask?
Nature? All of it.
Simultaneously at once.
Yes and no. Perhaps, and I'm just going to loudly, I'm going to take a sip of my glass, kind of coming to and just around the room.
A loud sip?
No, I'm going to, do not. I am going to take a sip and then loudly,
Okay.
addressing the rest of the room. Mayhem and I are both a little bit shaken. I think a walk out with some fresh air would do me some good. I would appreciate the company in light of recent events.
Worry not. I will watch poor Ted.
Do you want me to come with you?
No, I think you should stay here and protect Solwyn. Then just kind of glance at Natrix.
Taking hint, I'll come with. And then, like, nonchalantly picks up Mayhem's glass, pours it into my own, puts it back.
I want to see, with my passive perception, can I have seen that? That she
Oh,
picked up?
yeah.
I want to, without moving, just start pouring the rest of my glass into hers. So it's very clear that I saw.
You have too much wine in your glass.
I will start to, like, do the little, to, like, unfill the brim.
Yeah.
That way she can keep pouring and I can just keep filling that.
So she's pouring while you're like, at the same time.
Yes.
Good job, guys.
Madalena, are you going with them?
Yes, I think I will.
All right. I suppose. What was your name, friend?
Who are you addressing?
Reginald.
Reginald, at your service. And you are...
Alcon, at yours.
Oh, God. That is a pleasure to meet you. Do you
Suppose
like
we'll-
water?
Water. You lovely. And
Peace bye.
suppose we'll keep an eye on this one for these lot.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Jolly good.
You have to understand, we're very distraught about our friend.
No, I understand. I would be devastated if this happened to Alistair.
hopefully he and Maya will be back soon.
I feel more comfortable when he's not out of my sight.
I understand that.
He has a habit of getting himself into trouble when I'm not around. He tells me not to get into trouble, but...
I'm just gonna kind of look her up and down. Yeah, he tells you, huh?
Yeah. He tries.
That sounds more accurate. Just gonna chuckle and then kind of give like a weak smile and then head towards the door.
Well, yell if you need anything, all right?
Thank you.
So you guys head out?
Am I? Wait, yes. I'm gonna ask outside of Mayhem. Did Rhea want Mayhem outside of it?
Yeah, she's trying to do this away from strangers.
Okay, I'm gonna take that.
So.
Are you?
Yes. Mayhem got it. Aaron didn't. And he will. I was about to say close Ted's eyes, but he can't. So he's gonna pretend he did that. He's just gonna drag his
Big
hand
old
across.
dragonborn.
Just as a friendly reminder
He's
that
missing the tip
I am
of his
here.
nose after this.
No, I didn't slap the statue. I brushed my hand across the face of the David.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see the face.
I'll be back.
Your claws kind of go over the top when you do that.
Remember when your mom said stop making that face or it'll freeze that way?
Eternally.
So you guys head out.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get to that in just a moment. Over here, you're walking with Alistair, and there is a bell kind of in the middle of the square. It goes, suppose we should summon them?
I'm just gonna walk over to the bell and just go bang.
As you do that and start doing that,
The doctor just go, what?
I was going to ask what exactly we're going to say to them. As they start coming out as the...
And that was it. Go.
There was a bell. You said ring it.
Just dang it.
And as one after another kind of comes out, he goes, never mind. Hello, friends. It's good to see you again. And they kind of squint through the night and look at you. Some have like lanterns and whatnot that they're coming out with. We must gather all the village. I have with me here one of the heroes that has saved this village. You kind of introduce yourself.
Do the thing. My name is Maya, and you have to not be worried anymore, not be afraid. In your homes, we have slain the Gorgons.
This goes out. It's very
This is
dark.
the main one.
It's very dark, so Alistair.
Just,
Yeah.
I'll just on the other hand, actually, on the other hand, I'll just light up. So I'll just put my palm, like something where it's like light.
Light?
Yeah. Or not.
I think
maybe
that's on
not.
an object. It's okay. You can use it. I'm just trying to think. It's got to be on an object, I think.
I think so.
I
think
thought
it might be.
anything dead was considered an
It
object.
is if you want to light up the head, but
Actually,
then
I
That's
won't
gonna be a
able to-
horrifying sight. Families gather around.
I love it. Do it.
Eyes in the mouth like a jack-o'-lantern.
on the head itself.
underneath it, like underneath the viscera, so like the
Yeah.
lights.
Oh god.
So the light's kind of shining out from this thing, and everyone's like, "Oh,
Well, it's underneath it. It's like so it goes in and maybe out the eyes.
yeah, it does." But
What's this family-friendly image?
so
Gather
kind
your
of,
children.
and you have like the jaw kind of hanging sideways, tongue out. Of this thing, big old sharp jagged teeth
Whatever.
inside.
It's Maya. Sorry, guys.
The sharp jagged teeth there. As you hold it up and everyone's looking at it, it's almost like it's true. They killed it. Another guy says, "Well, I saw more than one."
Do not worry. We have more. I go reach into my bag and I grab another one.
And you just hold that one. Points it towards.
Just grab the other side too. Like, ugh. Is it all heavy? But do we have slain them? Just put it away.
You see that? They have delivered you. What's the name of your party?
Damn it.
This band of adventurers.
The Angels Valak?
That's a strange name.
The Flying Car Funkadelic.
Really?
I know.
I vote yes.
So, this adventuring party has saved you.
I don't know, guys.
Myself and my very large friend Alcon have collected livers from basilisks in the hopes of making a potion. This one says that she can find somebody.
Perhaps. Possible.
Another guy's like,
I said this very quietly to him. I don't say it like out loud. I'm just like, possible.
a little girl kind of walks up to you,
Gus.
looking at you. She looks to be about 5 or 6, blonde hair. Kind of comes up to you and looks up at you and says, "You can bring my daddy back?"
Kneel down some at her eye level. We will certainly try.
Another guy comes and, or the mother comes in and grabs her and backs her up and says, "How can you do that?"
I have resources, at least somewhat. Can find someone who possibly can help to find a cure.
Yes, she has connections that could do this. Should we tell him that you're a mage?
I don't know, did the light does not make it apparent.
With Ruslium! He has Ruslium connections.
Merci beaucoup. Yes, that is exactly what I wanted, you know?
Yeah, well.
Can a whole town keep a secret?
Hello.
And the good news is that even though those frost worms abandoned you, this Ruslium mage will restore you and your loved ones.
Oh, that
No
is...
pressure.
Oh, so no pressure, no pressure.
But you have 100% success rate.
Yeah, say that to Akapara.
So, worry not. You are free. Out of the Gorgon curse. And our friends here will be collecting the reward for doing so.
At least you can sleep safe in your beds tonight. And look forward to your friends and your family being restored. We will at least do our best.
But when? Yeah, can someone do it now?
If we could do it now, do you think that we would not? We lost one of our friends to this curse while fighting. We would want to restore them as well.
We should have enough of the ingredients for a potion. If Uzlium can provide somebody who can make the potion, well,
I'll do my best. There's no guarantees. There's no... I want to be honest and clear with you. I cannot give you a 100% promise, but I will do. I and my friends, we will do our best. You're not the only ones that have had sacrifices. So if we do not find a cure, our friend also remains a stone.
and
It is something we do not want.
Heidi Honeycutt comes up to you, this human guard that was there. Stalwart is behind with his arm. And comes up to you. "I can't tell you what you've done for this town and these people."
It was a combined effort of Alistair and his friend. They are good people.
Well, thank the gods for you guys. We stayed. Me and Stalwart. The rest of our company was ordered out. But you guys saved us.
The only thing that we would ask is that you do not mention that we were here.
How can we not do that? You guys saved us. You're
It's
the heroes of
imperative.
Lytha.
Alistair and his large friend are the heroes of Lytha.
Oh, okay.
It is for your safety.
What about everyone? Can you... They will know what you did. You guys deserve the credit.
I would keep it quiet for now, as much as you can.
He, Alistair goes, yes, for all concerned, it was I and Alcon that saved you. A random adventuring party came into town, and we don't remember anything about them.
We don't even have a name.
She's right.
It's a twofer.
It's almost like we're poking at the fact that you don't have a name.
I feel like that is now our party name.
We don't have a
We don't
name.
have
We
a
don't
name.
have one.
Awesome.
The unknowns.
A party has no name.
Yeah.
He has
I'm still terribly fond of the accidentals.
Oh my god.
the nameless.
A party has no
Ooh,
name.
the nameless ones. Ooh, I kind of like that. It's kinda nice. Anyways.
Monster.
It is a monster.
So then they just, one starts clapping and the others start clapping and everyone is clapping and starts cheering and raising, their children up above, and they're yeah.
Like graduation. Like graduation, but with babies.
Yeah.
They catch them. They catch them.
Well,
Not with
most of
graduation
them.
cats, they
Well,
don't.
Yeah, but with babies.
roll a
Okay.
dex
Okay.
check.
Moving on. So they're all clapping for you, and Alistair kind of pulls you to the side and goes, "All right by me, Maya. You fought very well, and it was good to see an Oozlian mage in action.
You would be surprised how many people do not care.
You would be surprised how many Oozlian mages do not care about Elitha. You've done right by this town. Thank you."
She just looks uncomfortable. She's not used to praise.
If you'd like to join your friends, I can take this to the Lord.
We should go.
Would you like to come with me or
Of course.
to the Lord?
Why not? I have my bag. It
Okay.
would be terribly heavy to carry all of these, yeah?
That's fine. I just thought the less people know you, the better. But you're welcome to go with me.
I can go with and then stay outside.
That is fair.
If
Sounds
that is
good.
better.
He says fine, and they go back, and he says, "We are going to take the heads to the Lord!" And they're like, "Yeah!" And they all follow as you guys start
Of
going
course they do.
up and around, back up, and you see kind of the great big fields where a lot of cattle are. Not like hundreds, but a good about 30 to 40 cattle are there.
Interesting.
In this area, and I know you weren't here last time, but you know that this is from the Lord taxing the people, and they would give him cattle, and then some people added their herd to his, so to protect them, to keep them all in one place, easier to protect them from the Gorgon at that point. So you go into this kind of keep area that's in the back, and Heidi is there. Says, I'll stay out here with you if you want to go in, Alistair. Goes, much obliged. Thank you. And heads forward. Your bag. I promise to return it to you.
All you have to do is think about them. If you do not bring this back.
Lightning. No, I saw.
Just smiles.
And he goes like that and walks forward towards the door, opens it, and goes in. And you just hear muffled, "Oh, Selwyn!" And you wait a bit. Let's go back here.
Cool. So I guess just outside, walking down the road a little bit, just with them, not saying anything until we're a good enough distance away from the door that I'm certain no one's listening. And then just look at Natrix and turn back to Mayhem.
Are you on the road?
Probably I guess, yeah, I would have her kind of off to the side, wherever there's a bit of greenery.
You are going, it's late summer, so there's not a whole lot of super green right here, but there is some yellow grass nearby.
So I'm gonna turn blur again, look at Natrix, and then turn to Mayhem. I was successful in communing.
Wait, what?
I know, I'll catch you up. I don't trust these people. And the less they know of it, the better.
I understand it is hard to trust anyone.
The Mage Hunter.
Of course, him especially, yes.
While we have while we are looking for our free mage friend.
Granted, I don't know if it was the best idea to send him with Maya, given that she's a mage.
Oozly a mage that fought with him.
Yeah.
I trust her to make sure we get paid.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, we are sure all under cover, in a way. I'm sure she will not divulge too much information. That is the least of my concerns at this point, for me at least.
The less he knows of us, the better. I'm not particularly fond of sharing personal bits of my life with someone who would kill our friend as soon as look at her.
Then I would guess we should make this conversation quick, unfortunately.
Just sort of visibly flustered, trying to find words, and then look at Natrix. Druids do this thing where we can talk to plants.
Just gonna give a very devilish smirk because I knew it. I knew you were a tree hugger.
Do you say that?
Yeah.
We don't hug them. Oh, God.
We both say in unison we don't hug them.
We don't hug them.
I don't hug them. Oh.
He's like, what do you know?
I just didn't see you hug anything when you tried the first time.
That's why it failed.
Kinda.
I just want to, at that comment, just, angry and then, yeah.
You have remembered sometimes there are people
Yes,
in your tribe that do hug the trees as they talk to them.
I don't need to know about Joe.
Joe's the weird one.
Joe's the tree.
It's true.
First
Joe
boyfriend.
is the tree. Look, I know it sounds strange, but every single bit of nature out there, every living thing has sort of a life, a soul, an essence. I don't know what you want to call it. But druids are able to tap into that and gain important information over a period of time, and it may give us the information that we need to save Ted.
So you just gotta talk to Jerry the plant right here, right?
Are you really?
Okay. First of all, and she, like, it's about to be like, I don't know his...
Wait, they have names?
They don't all have names.
What's his name?
I think. It's not that simple. I tried it after the Temple of Rao with Mayhem, and it didn't work. And I didn't think it would work ever. But then after Sen was gone, and we had no idea where she could have gone, I tried again that night, and it worked, but something was wrong. I've never seen it that way before. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. And I'm just sort of like looking up at the ceiling.
Wrong how? You said it worked.
I'm scared to try again, okay?
They're just plants.
When I did it before, I did like I saw all the older druids do. I got down, I cleared my mind like they told me a million times before, and I touched the ground, and all of a sudden, I couldn't pull my hands back. I was stuck, and there was this light, and then the whispers. It worked, but I've never seen it work that way.
This must have been a terrifying experience for you. I'm sorry. I wish it was more of a cleaner connection. So much that it didn't ask too much of you to try and make a connection with. I've never heard of such a thing. I'm so sorry.
We don't exactly share it with outsiders. People laugh at us for talking to plants. Stares directly at
Do talk to plants.
The important thing is, I was able to ask them to look for Sen. So, if I can ask them for that, maybe I can ask them how to help Ted.
But what answer did they even give you in the first place about sin?
That it would take time. It doesn't work like... Okay, so not every plant has seen everything. They gossip. Just shoots Natrix the dirtiest glare. Look,
right.
They're stuck in one spot. There's not a whole lot to do, okay? So they talk about things that they see.
Do they talk shit?
I would assume so. I mean, I haven't heard them do it, but...
Do they talk fertilizer?
I'm here for this. This is
Leaves the group.
Let's make like a tree and get the fuck out of here.
That's my favorite way to say it.
Look, back in the tribe, older druids would often chatter on and on with plants and, yes, on occasion, talk shit. But I think that trying again might be the fastest way to help Ted and get us out of this town and away from these people and away from this mage hunter.
Hi. Man kind of just slows a little more in his walk. You realize I would be willing to sacrifice myself But I can't see anyone else sacrifice. Is this something you're willing and you're able to handle if you can find the answer on how to cure Ted? Are you okay with this?
I don't know if doing it again will be the same or worse or better. And I didn't want to do it alone. And just sort of very sheepishly looks the other way. Proud teenager.
Bay.
Bay.
You know what? I keep up with the slang.
Oh yeah. I'm behind that one. I don't use that one. I am going to, from his hands in the classic motion, I'm just gonna put one hand on her shoulder. If there's anything we can do to help you, Rhea, I'm sure I and Natrix looks back. We'll be more than happy to offer anything we can.
Thank you.
My connection is not a horrible experience. I kind of hesitated at that one. I mean, it was a different experience, but I have nothing that made me question it so intently.
I mean, the important thing is that it could work. And we have to get out of here. We have to find Sen, and we have to save Ted. And it could take us days to get to Huria. Who knows if Maya's contacts even know how to help? Who knows if the plants know how to help?
It's worth a try.
But at least it's something we can do tonight.
All I care about is if everyone here together is safe. And if you are okay doing this, if you will not receive any repercussions from it.
I don't know that I will. But if things start to look messy, just try to pull me out.
With every fiber of my being, I will try.
She's just gonna kind of steel herself and then kind of look around and try to find a tree. Just go, all right then.
Yeah, you see one kind of off in the distance. The forest isn't too terribly far away, and you see some trees kind of dotting the area.
She's gonna kind of straighten herself up and puff up a little bit, I can do this, and then march very forcefully over to the tree and then just sit down.
You guys follow?
Yeah.
You sit down in front of the tree.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do.
I'll say the tree was about 25 feet away, not too far.
I'm gonna sit down with my back against it, still sitting on my knees, and start to clear my mind, take a few deep breaths, and then take my hands off of my knees and slide them out into the grass again and try to commune.
As you put your hands out and quiet your mind, roll a wisdom check for me.
Be on the right screen. Oh. 23.
And you sit there for just about 15 seconds, thinking about the last experience, putting that out of your head, and just bracing yourself. And reaching out with your mind and with your fingers. And you're going, and all of a sudden, it stops. Your hands on the tree?
No, out on the grass in front of me,
grass,
but
okay.
with my back against
Back,
the tree,
okay.
and just.
So you guys are looking at her as you see her hands stop. And then you see this green light from where her hands are dim green light start to emit from there. And you see veins of green start to form in her hands. and it's the same kind of dim green light that kind of lights up in the dark a little bit. And it's crawling up her arm. As you start to hear the whispers again. As it's going up, closer and closer. How are you feeling?
Still very uncomfortable, a little scared. Gonna take a deep breath and kind of be like, I'm here for this.
Deep breath. You guys see this kind of crawling up to her, and then it hits her eyes on either side. Open up to a kind of a green light. And you breathe in very suddenly. And you hear it again. Rialea, it is you. It's Rialea. She has come. We've heard of you. What are you seeking? Rialea of the Marakute?
You know of the big metal beasts that were roaming through here?
The Gorgon. We hate them. Said Gollum. Said Gollum.
I was not going to say anything.
I had to.
That was pretty hard.
We share the sentiment of this beast. My group and I, we killed them to help these people, but...
You killed them?
Yes.
They have killed many plants. They turn us to stone, and then they eat us, chomping and gnashing in their teeth. You killed them.
My friends and I.
Thank you, Rialea.
You're welcome. But, one of our friends, they turned him to stone too. There's supposed to be a way to save him, and I don't know it, but is there, do you know? He can't be lost.
Word has reached us of your last communing. We know you and what you seek. The answer is the Marakute.
From my last communing, Sen?
Sen. We have knowledge of Sen. You reached out to us, Rialea, and we found her.
What can you tell me of Sen?
She passed this way.
Was she alone? Was she well? Was she still captured?
The frost worms, they have her. She went to Uria with them.
How long ago?
It would have been a day now. Too long. Don't know if still there.
Thank you. Please, as long as you can keep information about her, as long as you can track her.
We will try. And Kuruk has not communed. We do not know where he is. We are sorry.
I'm gonna, frown a little bit at that. That's okay. He will. He always does.
You need the Marakute, and the Marakute needs you. Yes.
I don't need them. I need to know how to help my friend.
The Marakute. They search for you, Rhea.
I don't want them to know where I am.
Then you should have told the last ones you spoke with.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
The
Plans for God.
That's right. It's been a while. I apologize.
It's been
They
1 week.
They do not know where you are, but they ask. You need their power to save your friend.
You can tell them that I'm safe and that I will reach out when I can, but now I just need a way to help my friend.
You need magic. We cannot use that magic. We don't have it. You must do it.
Just do what?
Healing magic.
I don't have access to that spell. It's like, healing magic.
Restorative. The magic of the Marakute.
There's supposed to be a potion.
Potion. It grinds us up. Puts us in it. So many plants. Potions. We will not help.
That's fair. All right, well, I don't know anyone with that magic.
Yes. They search for you.
I can't find them. They can't find me.
Then your friend is lost. We could tell them where you are. Send the message. Get them here.
No. There's another here who may have contacts. We'll see if she can find a way.
As you wish, Rialea. We will remain silent. But we will let you know if we hear from Kuruk.
Yes, thank you.
They search for you often. We hear it from the plants. Do not stay away forever. Migisi looks for you.
I don't want her to find me.
As you wish, Rialea.
Anything else?
Just gonna break the connection.
As she finally ends, and you watch as her hands kind of come up a little bit, and you see some little, almost like roots, exit her hands.
Are you falling back at all? Or just your...
I'm in set up like very irritated and exacerbated and just start rubbing my hands off on my pants.
Where? Are you? How did it go?
What you guys saw that whole time was Rhea, just with lights in her eyes, just kind of sitting here.
A little concerned.
Yeah.
I'm fine, thank you. It was significantly less upsetting this time physically than previously, but I'm afraid they can't help us.
Not at all.
No,
I see.
they won't. Potions require plants, and they won't tell me how to make it.
Your own kind.
Motherfuckers.
Look at your face, Lauren.
Mayhem looks concerned as you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm just upset.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I'll still go. Damn. Every life is important, I can see that. I am sorry. I wish they could have given us an answer.
She's just irritated and kind of shakes her head and takes a breath. They did say that they saw Sen pass by.
Thank God, Jerry. Looks angrily at Tree.
Where did they see Sen? When?
She was in Furia about a day ago with frostworms.
We're on her heels then.
If they're still around.
A day ago. They disappeared in one instant. Who knows where they could be within a day if we don't make it to Hyria. Every second we waste. Is it second we waste not being at Hyria?
We should get a move on then. We need to see if Maya's able to find anybody that can help Ted.
As long as you're not too drained from the connection.
No. Just frustrated.
I mean, my god works in mysterious ways. I have no guess at what plants work as, but I imagine they work for other plants in mysterious ways.
This,
Just equated plants to God.
Yep.
yes, you should.
There's like several gods.
Says the
in this
druid.
That's awesome.
If I can accept other gods in this world, I can accept other plants in this world. Plant gods.
You guys are crazy.
Yes, there's really nothing God about it. They have their own thoughts and wants and needs.
Then we best make it back quick.
We'll need to leave as soon as possible. Hopefully a little bit of coin will help with that process.
We'll see if we get the right amount.
You guys inside there, the whole time Solwyn has been scurrying back and forth trying to set up beds, doesn't have enough pillows type of thing, is looking around, and eventually kind of has enough and goes, I don't think I have big enough for you.
I'm accustomed enough to sleeping in a barn if you have one.
We do. It's
Excellent.
a bit bloody,
Wouldn't be the first time.
the smell. We're gonna get right on that tomorrow.
I'm just like watching him scurrying around, just sigh and look at Reginald and just all of this. You'll still lose one of yours.
Looks over at Ted.
Very unfortunate.
Do you know what's even more infuriating about all of this?
The fact that we didn't have to help at all.
Well, maybe for you.
Yes.
I appreciate the help of your friends. Alistair and I would have had a hard time of it alone.
They are highly capable folks.
Very much so. No, you know what's infuriating?
Yes.
I have a fairly good idea of what all goes into a potion to fix that, but I can't make it. I don't have the skill.
What is it?
It's a basilisks.
Basilisk?
Livers. Basilisks. Livers. That's a hard word to say. Basilisk livers and various herbs and such like. It's not hard. It just takes someone who has skill beyond mine.
We're so close to a cure and so far away.
There are basilisks, livers, in a cold storage, not even an hour from here. We're still just as far away. We might as well be on the moon.
I've tried some herb once. It felt like I was there.
It's nice, and
Would you like some?
you know what? I would. Ready.
It's Emerald Enclave.
It's Emerald.
Yeah.
So he gets out this little pipe and puts a little in. Actually, it was pre-packed. He puts out this pipe and smokes it with you.
But here you go. Did you want a bit more? You're very large.
I took a very deep breath.
As it was all of it gone in one.
Yes. Get that.
Thank you.
Fixes it up.
What, if you don't mind me asking, what are you?
Goliath.
Goliath. What is that you have heard tales of stone giants or something?
Not a stone giant, but connected to the stone, connected to the cold. In my way.
What brings you out here?
Work.
Line of work are you in? Same as your friends? Hunting mages. Well, took a hit first, so I could have some this time.
Probably smart.
Have some, man.
Hunting free mages who hurt people. Who kill people, who leave destruction like those fucking Gorgons in their wake.
Yeah.
Summoned it here and couldn't even control the fucking thing.
This is the problem with free mages.
You know it.
So it's, your friend speaks of killing the free mages. It is strange that those who may not harm any may come to death because of your ilk.
Free mages are an explosion waiting to happen. They may not immediately cause harm, but in time they'll try to do something that's beyond their ken. And it will explode in their faces and hurt innocent people.
Yes, perhaps those are the ones who deserve to face punishment, but do you really think that those who have yet to commit such atrocities deserve it?
They don't come in my line of fire. I don't know about them.
That's fair, I suppose. Let's hope you take care in selecting those who you kill. They are living beings, after all.
So was my family. And a free mage who couldn't control their work ended them.
And what, may I ask, happened to that free mage?
I dashed his brains in with a rock.
Very unpleasant image. I'm truly sorry for what has happened to you.
The image of his brains all over the ground was nothing compared to what happened to my family. Those are things I would not speak of.
You had your revenge,
I did.
and now you still seek it.
And now I seek to keep such things from happening to other families. The Gorgons that we killed out there, they would have killed many more people. Harmed livelihoods, destroyed crops, killed cattle, left this town a wasteland. Because of one person's selfishness.
Right.
That mage is damned lucky that the frostworms got him before we did.
He takes a moment and feels that.
Yeah, yes, I suppose.
Oozlium believes in retraining. We
Yeah.
don't.
Reprogramming is what they call it. Re-education.
No idea how secure such a thing is. I haven't met very many Oozlium mages who will talk to me. I think I frighten them a little for all their power.
Keep a little herb with you. It'll be fine. Always helps a conversation flow.
You're not wrong.
Oh,
But I would do a great deal to see this potion made.
perhaps soon. If you can trust our friends here. They are very capable sort.
I have a habit of trusting those who stand beside me in battle, even an Oozlium mage.
I'm sorry, there's not much I could do.
Oh,
myself.
no. Reginald, friend, I wouldn't ask it of you.
Thank you. I would hate to decline and look like I'm scared.
It was honestly terrifying out there. The father, Gorgon, was taller than I am.
Perish the thought. Let's speak of nicer things, yes?
Yes, I'm sorry I bring the mood down.
It's okay, it's okay. It can always be brought back up with water.
Water was not the drink I had in mind for bringing the mood back up, but sure. We can roll with water.
You guys, they're talking.
I can't believe she brought it down. She's so tall.
We're gonna have to wrap it up here, guys. It's 10:30, so we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna start next week with collecting the reward, getting back, and heading out to Huria. So well done. Thank you very much to Tiana.
Thank you so much for having me.
Playing Alcon. Doing very, very well.
Kill it as he
We are going to do a giveaway right now because we got rated by Dump Stack Charisma.
Cool.
Not for Remy.
Yes, for Andraste.
Yes, indeed. Welcome, guys. Hashtag chaos in the chat right now, and you can win yourself a Nord deck, which is super cool.
U.S. and
Yeah.
Canada only, excluding Quebec, because they knew what they did.
Little rascals.
We also have 500 from the Hefner. For Ted and friends, I guess it goes right to the boy. That's what he said. Correct. It goes right
Correct.
to the boy.
Well
Makes
done,
sense.
sir.
That's
Thank
a
you.
good way to do it.
Thank you, the Hefner. Come back next week, guys. We're going to see if we can cure Ted and the rest of this
Oh, Ted.
town, but we got to get to Huria first.
Yeah, you do, apparently. Apparently I'm the last hope. At least my eyes.
Oh, that's my Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Only hope.
One, Kenobi.
That is a name I have not heard.
Long.
Wow. Sounds like we have Alec McGinnis in here.
Very nearly. Very nearly.
Not the droids you're looking for. Anyhow, so thank you guys very much for a great session. You defeated the Gorgons. You have one casualty. We'll see how it goes. Eliaho won the deck. Congratulations, Eliaho. Thank you for your support again. Next week, Monday, we will be right back here to get back at it, guys. But before that, we have Chaos Agents tomorrow, 7 o'clock right here with Tiana and Aaron and myself with the illustrious Thomas DMing.
Yes.
And of course, Warren Reed will be with us, who is just amazing. So
I was going to say, and Warren played also.
I love that it's the illustrious Thomas. And also.
the illustrious Thomas and Warren.
Thomas and Warren, all one word.
Thomas and Warren. So catch that tomorrow, guys. Can't wait to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching us, and thanks for starting your week off right with a critical fail. We'll see you guys next week or tomorrow.
Wow.